Good morning, fight fans, moviegoers, Jedis, and Sith, comic book collectors, action figure collectors, diorama makers, and everybody in all walks of life. I'm your boy, the Boxing Jedi, aka Fonzie the Jedi. And this morning we're gonna just kick it. We're gonna go through some news, sports, and some insight. We'll be starting at 9:45. So while I wait until this gets warm with more people, I'm just gonna play some Oscar de Leon for y'all, so that way y'all can enjoy. So at 9:45, we'll be starting. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a little bit of new salsa from Oscar de Leon.
Por tu bien no vuelvas más, no quiero saber de ti. Me engañaste y pagaste de mí, y ahora quieres mi perdón. No lo haré, no soy un Dios que te pueda perdonar. Sigue con tu vanidad, ya no me molestes más. Déjame vivir en paz, déjame vivir en paz. Déjame vivir solito y sabroso, pero en paz. Tranquila, déjame en paz. Ya no te quiero, déjame en paz. Sigue tu camino y lárgate ya. Ya no te quiero. La soledad te mala compañera, pero yo vivo feliz así. Déjame vivir en paz. Ya no te quiero. No te voy a perdonar. Yo no te voy a perdonar porque yo no soy un Dios. ¡Sabroso! ¡Oh! Eso va a cambiar mi suerte. Ya no te quiero. Ahí vete lejos, lejos de mí. No te aparezcas a mi lado de repente. Ya no te quiero. Además, eres mitómana. Alguien que a mí no me quiere, una calumnia inventó. Dijo que estaba con otro, que a mi negra convencí. Y como no vine anoche, a escobas me recibí. Tiro mis cosas al aire y una piedra se volvió. Esa negrita yo la quiero y eso no puede ser. Me tiro a la calle como un perro y eso no puede ser. Es que esa negrita yo la quiero y esto no puede ser. Me tiro a la calle como un perro y ahora te voy a hacer mentiras. 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 ¿Qué voy a hacer? Mentiras. Si no quiero a esa mujer, mentiras. Esa negrita me espera, mentiras. Con mi café calientito, mentiras. También me da chocolate, mentiras. Por eso el corazón me la amate. negrita yo la quiero y eso no puede ser. Me tiro a la calle como un perro y ahora, ¿qué voy a hacer? Es que esa negrita yo la quiero y eso no puede ser. Me tiro a la calle como un perro y ahora, ¿qué voy a hacer? Mentiras son mentiras. Todo lo que dice la gente. Mentiras. Síguele la corriente. Mentiras. Dijeron que andaba con mona. Y como no vine anoche. Mentiras. Creíste lo que dijeron. Mentiras. Vine a buscar mi comida y los canes se la comieron.
Diapers, 4 packs, cigarettes, paper towels, 3.
Mentiras serán, siempre te dirán mentiras. Yo siempre me he portado bien. Mentiras, poco te vas a ir del juego con tantas mentiras que te dice la gente. Mentiras, este negro es decente y contigo se ha portado bien. Y tú el corazón me roba, por eso te digo que aflojes la escoba. No le hagas caso a la gente, mi amor. Son mentiras, pero que son mentiras. Mira, mentiras son mentiras. No le hagas caso a la gente. Son mentiras. Que yo voy a gozar también. A ver si te gusta lo que dice la gente. Mentiras otra vez. Mentiras. ¿Hasta cuándo van a mentir? Mentiras. Esto lo quieren destruir. Mentiras. Pero no van a mentiras. No van a poder, mentiras. No van a poder lograr lo mentiras. Que te proponen. Mira, no. Mentiras. Mentiras. Anda. Busca ese coro final.
Good morning, Vietnam. I hope you guys enjoyed the little opening there. That was my man Oscar de Leon. Word up, bringing the old school salsa into the new. That was done about 5 months ago with a little band that he knows. He's looking great. That was during the COVID lockdowns, and they for some reason they just went ahead and they performed live via the satellites and shit in their cribs. I don't know how they got the timing to do that correctly over this fucking internet, but they did it and they sound magnificent. So God bless Oscar de Leon, 77 years old, still doing it. Good morning to you fellas. Good morning, DV Douglas and everybody else out there. You know what I mean? Just want to let everybody know, man, you know, the Jedi never has any beef with anybody. Motherfuckers got beef with the Jedi. That let's just get that one thing straight. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy. Motherfuckers don't show their colors until the end. And of course, you know, the Jedi, being the man that I am and the defense that I have, I'm gonna come out and speak for myself. So things that you've been you know, coming across, I apologize, of course, you know, but like I said, if I don't defend myself, then, you know, if I don't say anything, the motherfuckers out here will definitely try to smear your reputation. You know what I mean? And I do have a reputation on here as to being a solid dude. So let me bring you into something that has really bugged me the fuck out. And it's going to bug you guys out too. Welcome to The Insight. And of course, I'm going to read a little article to you guys. It's It was from the boxing scene by the boxing scene staff. Doesn't have any particular writer name. It was just published yesterday. It's by the boxing scene, and it says Hearn, quote, Deontay Wilder has completely lost his mind. Now, I'm going to read this to you guys. And then if you want to give me feedback, you're more than welcome to. Please hit the like on the way in. Now, let me just get it for you guys here. It says promoter Eddie Hearn believes former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has lost his mind after listening to the recent statements made by the boxer during a video interview with 77+1 Sports TV. Or 76+2 TV, or 75+3 TV. In the last few days, Wilder and his former trainer Mark Breland have been trading words through the media. Their rift first began last year in the aftermath of Wilder's stoppage loss at the hands of Tyson Fury in February 2020. The contest with Fury came to an end in the 7th round when Breland threw in the towel. Months later, Deontay Wilder made serious allegations about Breland, claiming the veteran trainer may have spiked the water bottle and could have been working as a double agent. Breland fired back last week, explaining that Wilder had become untrainable and refused to listen during training sessions in the gym. Wilder then shot back with a response of his own. Quote, it's all making sense now, Wilder said. Quote, Breland has been envying me. He's been jealous. Now all this shit is truly coming out. Unquote. Quote again, you can't break a king. When you're a king, you're a king. A king knows how to get back up and continue to lead because he understands that he has spoken, that he has people waiting on you to get up, king, and continue to lead us. That's what it is. I'm a king. You want to break your silence to the UK media and say somebody else poured the water? Nah, you did that shit. This is the end of my career. Man, this is only the beginning of greatness. But for you, it's the end. Hearn was scratching his head after listening to Wilder's recent interview. Quote, go and listen to the interview from Deontay Wilder last night. Wilder told IFL TV, he's completely lost his mind. Completely lost his mind. When you start talking about yourself in third person, kings, let me tell you what kings do. What are you talking about? Kings. Yeah, kings, because I'm a king. You're not a king. You got beat. You could become king, but you're not at the moment. I really want to see Wilder back. He's great for boxing, and so's Andy Ruiz. It's a good fight. Charles Martin can fight. I know AJ cleaned him out in two rounds, but that was a great performance. Charles Martin can fight. He was a good fighter then, and he's a good fighter now. Charles Martin might beat Deontay Wilder. This was the article that was bought by the boxing scene staff. That's the end of the article. And that's just basically what Eddie Hearn is saying. And you know what? I have to totally agree with Eddie Hearn. I mean, he is losing his fucking mind. You know what I mean? He's completely lost his mind. What's going on, Jed Kyle and everyone else? Good morning to you guys. He's completely lost his mind, and I gotta say it like this, guys. What's happening to Wilder, like I said on Two Hands, Mr. Two Hands live yesterday morning, he's basically, what we're watching is a man breaking down. What we're watching in front of us is a man losing it. A man who cannot humble himself, doesn't know how to humble himself because of the way he has surrounded himself with people that are just yes men. I have to agree with Mr. D.V. Douglas when he says Andy Ruiz would destroy Deontay Wilder, because I too stand on that very foundation in the belief that Andy Ruiz would cremate Deontay Wilder and really give him a real autopsy report. But of course, next to that fact, besides that fact, Deontay Wilder has not done anything for the sport of boxing except for make motherfuckers chase him down for a title that has been tarnished ever since he's held it. If I'm lying, please tell me to shut the fuck up. I'll wait. The problem here is that Mark Breland is really the man who is supposed to be not praised, but thanked by Deontay Wilder. The problem with Deontay Wilder is that he's so full of his own shit that he thinks that it doesn't stink. But yet, half the world that watches boxing is telling him your shit is really stinking up the fucking place. Your attitude, your actions, the way you handle yourself is all over the fucking place. Your business is all over the place, and we do not need to know your business. Now, Wilder has taken it upon himself to try to put down a man that has done more than him within the sport of boxing and continues to do more than him regardless he's retired within Mark Breland. I think Deontay Wilder, the man who felt threatened, was you. Yeah, it's funny how you kept JD's, the guy who actually had the water bottle, the guy who actually watched the hand wraps. The guy was there basically around all the accusations that you're trying to spill, and as well as these fucking anti-kilt fucking watching motherfuckers, which is the LDBC. So 77 plus 1, 75 plus 3, 74 plus 4, Sports TV decided to have Deontay Wilder on there and speak. First of all, the media is going to be the media wherever it is around the world. It can be in UK. It doesn't matter. You have a platform. Deontay Wilder thinks that his retort was something that done injustice. We're supposed to look at it like, yeah, what you said was really, really, really supposed to be said. But what he said was really irrelevant. See, because Mark Breland was not really supposed to have the last word, but Mark Breland was really the one in the right to really retort towards the shit and all the accusations that you had put up against the man. So now when the man retorts and explodes a motherfucking atom bomb of truth on your ass because he proved us right. I said this. We are to celebrate. We are to be happy because now everything that these race baiters here in this so-called YouTube boxing community and all of the propagandists and all of the fucking dysfunctional motherfuckers who actually are tribalists, all that shit is debunked. We were right. The normal people were right, and I'm going to continue to say this. The normal people were fucking right. We were right. Mark Breland gave us the clarification. He gave us the closure. We shall continue to move forward, and we should only laugh at motherfuckers that follow Deontay Wilder, and even Deontay Wilder himself when they commence with the bullshit as to he's a king, he got cheated, Tyson Fury cheated. You guys can get the fuck up on out of here. On all means of transportation, son. Today, we're giving out ice skates on concrete. Try to work that out, bitches. The shit that I don't really like is that you've got a lot of grown men that are boxing fans that wanna promote and push fighters of this era going forward. Fighters like Deontay Wilder. The guys that aren't really doing anything but want to be self-proclaimed, that want all of this glory, right? But then when you take a good look at the fucking landscape of it all, is this the question should occur? Is this really boxing that we're watching? Where we see the motions, but the motions are incorrect. What exactly are correct motions, Jedi? Correct motions are when a man fights correctly, like Anthony Joshua has done, like Triple G had done up to the point with Canelo fighting him twice for no fucking reason after he knew and Loeffler knew that this motherfucker tested positive for fucking clenbuterol. But, that's not us. We only pay these motherfuckers bills, but we don't have no say-so, right? We have no right. Monthly, yearly, We pay for subscriptions, but we have no right to come up on here and say anything. But meanwhile, the guys that don't pay for anything, the guys that go to their friends or their uncle's house and fucking coattail pay-per-views that consist of Deontay Wilder's garbage, right? Right? The PBC garbage, right? We have to listen to them. The guys that don't pay. That's like listening to a person that don't vote talk about the voting system, and not listening to a person that does vote, that does talk about the voting system. That's exactly what the fuck this is about. What's up, the man that's still Khalil, my bro? What's going on, bro? Good to see you. God bless you guys, man. DV Douglas, J Cal, everybody in the chat. Hit the like on the way in if you don't mind. Hit the dislike. It still brings likes. It doesn't matter. It still brings views. Either way, even if you're here, you bought me a view. Thank you. Regardless, you hate me. And it's all good. But this is exactly what's going on. This is what I don't really like. This is what's really going on in the sport. I cannot, and we cannot, cape for guys who aren't doing anything. Yes, I understand they're fighters. Yes, we know, and not to call them bums and all that shit. But at the same time, we cannot give credit to where credit is not being fucking fought for. Just because they're fighters and they're trying to build, or some are trying to build the errors, and I cannot take the credit from the ones that are actually building to the ones that are being, you know what I'm saying, unconstructive. I can't do that. I can't do that. Are you going to do that? If that's what you do, then that's you. I can't do that. I will never do that. What's up, Red Glove Militant? My bro, what's going on, kid? And it just baffles me that these guys actually think that the whole world does not see and does not know the truth as to what's going on with Wilder. We all know Wilder has broken down. He has lost his fucking mind. He wakes up every day and cannot believe, as he sees that replica of the WBC that he held, wishing that it was real. He wakes up every day, damn, I did the wrong fucking cherry pick. What's up, Mini Max, a.k.a. Lil Mac? What's going on, my bro? God bless you, the Red Glove Militant, Khalil, DV Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the motherfucking chat. God bless you guys, man. Good morning to you guys, man. Good to see you. You know, so he has lost his mind. Deontay Wilder's fried. Now, we can huff and puff. We can say LDBC this. We can say fighters ain't doing that. We could, but if we already know the truth, because this is the last time I'm speaking on this subject, if we already know the truth, then why do we commence to keep going back to the lie, to the facade? Why? Why? Let me give you a little example. If they was to close my channel because guys from the LDBC decided to flag me and lie on me, do you think the guys that upload would actually close their channel to actually stand up and say, if you close him down and is shutting his freedoms down, I'm walking away too, fuck you. You're not getting any revenues from me? I think only maybe 7 people on here would do that. And I'm being real. And you 7 know who you are, because I hold you close and dear, and I always shout you out. Everybody else would just move on with their lives. And then when it happens to them, then they would want somebody to stand. Me personally, if they close my channel down over freedoms of speech, over what I'm saying, or in boxing, and hey, it is what it is. It just goes to show you that I'm too powerful for this platform. Just like I was too powerful for Facebook, just like I was too powerful for Twitter. When they ban you, they consider you a threat. They're scared of you. So when motherfuckers come flagging me and everyone else that has given content and told the truth content in the sport of boxing, it's coming from them faggots, bro, take that as a compliment. They're scared of you. They need you out of their way because they want to continue to spread the lie. So what do? They use other powers because they can't do it. See, there's a difference. Me and niggas I roll with on here, we make niggas go away. Y'all motherfuckers need help making us go away. It's funny. But you guys wanna actually fucking come on here and try to diminish people's races over Wilder, over a man who has done nothing, over a man who his best fight was against King Kong Ortiz. No lie. No lie. Excuse me. Now I can tell you guys everything that you already know. I'm not going to do that. But I will say this, guys. I will say this. Deontay Wilder, in the first place, and a lot of motherfuckers ain't going to like what I'm about to say, but Deontay Wilder did not belong in the sport of boxing. Okay? I'm going to repeat this again. Deontay Wilder did not belong in the sport of boxing. The way he was fighting is the way a motherfucker would fight in the street, except omit the clinching, omit the groundwork. These are facts. Deontay Wilder went in there fighting instinctively. You want the proof? Here it goes. I hope you're ready for the thickness and the consistency of the truth. I hope you are. What's up, Punch? God bless. What's going on, my bro? No doubt, man. Everybody, say what's up to Punch, Red Glove Militant, Khalil, everybody. So now when you look at the scale of what Deontay Wilder has been going through, what I have said, that he was not made for boxing and he only went in there with a fighting instinct. Here's the pudding. The pudding is when Breland came out and said he's undisciplined. The proof is in the pudding where he said he doesn't hit a heavy bag, he doesn't hit a speed bag, he doesn't do road work. These are the essentials to a fighter. These are the essentials that fighters need in order to move ahead, in order to put more into their pedigree, in order to hone in on their skills. When you omit that and you don't train and you actually do for like maybe a month or maybe a couple of weeks before the fight, it does not make you a complete fighter. And Deontay Wilder, just because he had a title, was never a complete fighter. There are many heavyweights right now that are more complete than he is. The only thing is that since the politics are there, they were omitted. There are no bums in boxing. And I'm not saying that Deontay Wilder's a bum. But what I'm saying here is he was not meant for the sport of boxing. He wasn't. As a matter of fact, here's some more thick proof. With the consistency of fucking cement. Are you ready? His heart and his mind was first on basketball. Now, the consistency of concrete is that if you take a look at a couple of footages about maybe 2-3 years ago, right? Starting with this year on back. What's up, Cam Boxing? Good morning, my brother. You see him in the ring, hitting the pads, hitting the mittens, right? And then doing spin moves. And then my man ends it with a Hadouken. Oh, not a Hadouken, a Oyuken from fucking Ryo, the uppercut. And he actually did that in ring. He actually did, but basketball fucking jukes against opponents in rings. This man was never made for boxing. And the reason why now the exposure has been coming out from guys like myself and everyone else that actually, speaks on the sport and knows their styles and we can tell. When we were saying this, everybody thought we were crazy. Well, call us crazy now. Because I always wore it like a badge. You can call me crazy, call me conspiracy theorist, but boy, when them presses run, when everything's said and done, who's right? And I don't even want the credit. I want the situation to be right. I want everybody to be on the same level that I am within, within the knowledge, because motherfuckers do uploaders on here that are really doing it. That's research, man. People don't do research. A lot of people do verbatim. And when you listen to them, you could tell who does the research, who takes their time, who does what, right? You got Punch, you got the Boxing Librarian, you got Mark, you got myself, you got Ross Clyde 222, you got a whole string of motherfuckers out here telling the truth. doing lots of research, sitting down, and even bringing you stats and fucking now you know fucking lessons from past fights. You know, and no doubt, Punch, no doubt, and I respect that. Yes, he boxed and took care of his daughter, no doubt, and he wasn't molded to be great. But my problem here is, right, and I'm more than sure you agree with me, my brother. When fighters, like if a guy that you know, let's just say, he's across the room, he's put himself on a standard of, yeah, fuck that, I'm the best, I'm a big man, I say what I want, anybody in here could get it, I'm the king, I'm the best. So he's putting himself already on a high standard, on a high plateau, right? On a high platform. So if you're putting yourself on such a high standard, when you do that, especially having a responsibility of being world heavyweight champion, you give us high expectations. And when you give us high expectations, we are only but to hold you to the high expectations that you have put yourself up on. So now when you fail, like here's an example, Keith Thurman, right? When he stopped knocking people out, what do you think? The people didn't fail him. Keith Thurman failed himself because he kept talking about, on one time, I'm knocking niggas out. And when he didn't, he couldn't come up with the explanation except for the explanation that we already knew. The answer that we already knew, which was, and you're not going to start knocking motherfuckers out in most fights as they get harder. And people that held up to his expectations, regardless he was right and that was the right thing for him to say, since he put himself up on that high platform and we held him up to his word, which is what we should be doing, that's what killed him. Had he not said that, so back to Wilder, had Wilder not said all of this and he would have knocked Tyson out in 86, yes, I understand that he has a right to do that because he's the fighter. But when you put yourself on such a high plateau, like Danny Garcia has done, right? Like even Errol Spence Jr., even Manny Pacquiao at some points, even most fighters, and they didn't show improve. We held them to the highest expectation. What's up, Jeff? What's up on field? What's up, brothers? So when we held them up there, it's not our fault. It's their fault. See, you can hold me responsible if I come out and say, as a fighter, I'm knocking this motherfucker out. I'm beating the shit out this nigga. I'm the best. So when you feed us that, and especially when you certify with, trust me, fans, trust me, fight fans, trust me, my people, I got this. Like all these guys that I have named have done it. What are we to do? We're supposed to forget about it. This is exactly why it consists within their mind. This is exactly why Deontay Wilder has not taken the responsibility to humble himself and say, you know what? I lost like a man. I didn't lose like a pussy, but now I lost like a pussy because I hid behind excuses. After I put myself at such a high standard. So it's okay to graduate the fighter that actually lived up to his standard, but it's not okay to correct the fighter that was supposed to had held himself high to that standard and told us to hold him to it. But when we do, it's wrong. No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers, it's not. It's how you do it. As to calling one a bum because they didn't meet expectations, that's wrong. But saying, my man, you didn't show up, you shortchanged yourself, stop making excuses, that is correct. See, even like myself and guys that weren't even fight fans of Wilder were more fight fans than the fans that claim that, and I've been the one that's been saying this line all over the LDBC this past week. I mean, all over the LDBC, all over YTBC, all over everywhere. So when you hear this, I had said this. What's up, Sanctus? My bro, the alumni's in the house. What's going on, brother? You know, so when you look at Wilder now, you have to say to yourself, he's one of those guys that held himself up to such a high standard, and he's failed. And he failed himself simply because he did not train properly. He does not listen. And he also put down a man who basically was there all the time. On top of that, he made a big disservice to himself by listening to JD's, who only has what, amateur background training? And it's just like Lennox Lewis said, hey, if you're looking to pass a college course, you get yourself a college professor, not an elementary school teacher. Beautiful analogy. Beautiful analogy. And those are facts. So if I wanted to pass a math test, I'm not going to go have an English teacher teach me. I'm going to get a mathematician. I'm going to get a math teacher. A math tutor, should I say, in order to go over the materials and the examples that are going to be presented to me for that test. So we did not take away from Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has taken away from himself as he speaks, as he lies. Now, what I have been saying around this boxing community, which is pure fact, and I keep losing the train of thought. Give me a second, it'll come back to me. About Wilder is that sometimes you got to just let things play out. Wilder should have let a lot of things play out. Wilder should have, if he was going to stay in the dark, stay in the dark. Lick his wounds, and he would have been fine. The problem is he let the LDBC lick his wounds. And this is pure fact. The consistency now is titanium. Can you swallow titanium, son? It's going to be hard to swallow. See, this is what I've been saying that's been going around. And I'm the creator of this. We are more the people that aren't really fans of Wilder, that have been telling Wilder what Breland has said, which is you should be training, you should, right? We are more of Wilder fans than the so-called self-proclaimed Wilder fans and hardcore Wilder fans. We are more hardcore than you. You know why? You know why? One simple reason, guys. Before you start bleeding like Mei Ling on your Tampax, LDBC and the rest of you Wilder fanatics, not the real fans that have come to grips and, understood now. One reason, because we told him the truth. We never yes-manned him. So in your translation, in your logic, when you heard us say, Wilder, you ain't doing shit. Wilder, you're cheating yourself. Wilder, you need to start training more. Wilder, you need to start getting your boxing skills. To you stupid dummies, you imbeciles, you racists, you took it as he's black. They're putting him down because he's black. They're not about black fighters. Why they dissing my king? He has enough skill. Wilder could beat anybody. You were yes-manning this man to death. And what happened? Him listening to you, because here's the piece of titanium that I want people to try to swallow who are in denial. He took the excuses that the LDBC ran with, and you only have to be a subscriber to fucking channels that have been on this shit in order to understand what I'm about to say. He took it and ran with all their excuses. And if you're fresh and brand new and you're saying to yourself, how the fuck did he come up with poison, wardrobe, glove gates? Came from everybody else except him, and now he's shouting the same thing that his so-called fans are saying. This is why I say we have been more fans because of the sport of boxing, because we love hardcore. We are hardcore fight fans. We are the essential. We are important. Casuals matter, but disrespectful casuals that don't want to take the time out and fucking do research and learn their boxing education, these are the ones that get called out and get called casuals, get called fucking pansies, because the casuals that are like that are also trolls. I know. I'm a vet on this shit. I know. I have destroyed many fucking bodies because of that shit. So when I say and speak on this, it's happening. Go in my video library and you'll see. Everything that I do is recorded. Wilder could be relevant to this sport. But when you continue to put yourself at such a high standard, and then you're telling people to hold you to that standard, and you come up short like a midget in an orgy, my man, we are going to hold you to it. This is what fans do. And it happens in every fucking sport. The problem here is we're not surrounded by fans who are upset because these fans are not on our subscriptions. Let's kick the truth here. Is anybody subscribed to basketball channels, football channels, like uploaders that actually talk? No, it's mostly on your playlist, fight channels. So we cannot sit here and say that we are the worst fight fans. We can't say this. We can't. Because other sports have been terrible to their fight fans. You remember the lockouts? Was that the fans' faults? Hell no. It was the players' faults because these guys were making money that only a regular nigga that scratches off a lottery, one of the scratch-offs or plays lotto. The earnings that they were getting is something that a regular, normal Joe like you and I can only dream of. And these niggas are fucking ungrateful and shitting on us because they're mad because they want 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 extra millions of dollars because the economy was pumping. Oh. When this Black Lives Matter shit and all this stuff started going into the other sports, did you take a look at guys that are retracting this now, calling us fight fans the worst fans in sports ever, but without looking at the survey that football fans, basketball fans, baseball fans, hockey fans, goddamn it, even tennis fans, golf fans, all speak like we do. If you want to put it under the category of negative or just saying we're very, very passionate about it, they all, if you want to call it putting the players down or the team down, we all do it in every sport. In every sport. And it's never the fight fans' fault. It is the fighter's fault. If you are in love with a fighter and you're too blind to see that this fighter fucked up on you, that is something that you need reality to produce some Visine for your ass. Because if you're in a room with 10 people and you and someone else are claiming that you're right, and the other 8 are like, dude, look, and they're showing you, presenting you can't argue with that. Because if you continue with it, then both of you motherfuckers are just argumentative motherfuckers who just hate to be wrong. No doubt. MOBC, my own boxing community. Hashtag come back to boxing. We've been on here for years, kid. And peace to Punch Drunk Boxing. Peace to Johnny Boxing. Johnny Boy Boxing. Peace to fucking the Boxing Librarian. Peace to all of y'all that are keeping it real. There's only a certain amount of us, bro. We are like the X-Men in this motherfucker. Everybody has the mutant gene of the truth. And when we perform with the truth, we hold that shit like I hold mine like a saber. I call my shit Jedi powers. Ross Clark calls his the motherfucking the ultimate fucking technique on the bars. Know what I'm saying? Punch Drunk calls his universal love. Johnny Boy calls his fucking mob mentality. As long as you bring it to your fight fans on your platform where they understand, it's all good. The only reason why fight fans get put down is because of the trolling and because of the things that they say about the fighters. Yes, that I do agree. But us holding fighters up to their standards that they're putting themselves up on, we're not wrong about that. And every fucking fan in every sport has the same animosity towards their fighters and their fucking teams as much as fight fans do. I mean, for Christ's sake, look at the UFC fighters. The UFC fans, should I say. UFC fans were shitting on boxing. What about that? What about holding them accountable? How about when their UFC fighters fight? Did you see, has anybody taken a look at the way these guys tweet to their fighters because they lose? Did you see the shit that they talked about Conor McGregor, but yeah, he used to be king? Guys, come on. Let's stop with the hypocrisy here. If it's not hypocrisy, you're blind, baby. You're blind to the facts that you can't see what I can't see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the facts that The truth is the truth. So we have been, us, the guys who are not really Wilder fans, have been more Wilder fans than the guys who claim and running around saying that they're hardcore Wilder fans, because we have been telling him the truth. And the truth was everything that Mark Breland has said. And that was, he need to hit the bag, he need to hit the speed bag, he need a whole regimen, and he don't follow up on that. Are we wrong for now taking that and running? Because Deontay Wilder took what the LDBC and the rest of these guys said as to excuses that have been debunked, up, down, left, right, round and round, you turn me. It's been debunked already, and they took it and run, but we can't take the truth and run with it? Shit. I got this shit like Emmett Smith in the hand, dog, and I'm out with the truth, son. What Mark Breland did for boxing, and I'm gonna say it again, I'm the only one that has been saying this as well. Besides us being real with that us fans that are not really Wilder fans have been more real than his Wilder fans. This is another truth here. Mark Breland has cleaned out the sport of boxing with this shit. He cleaned out all the rumors with this shit. Everyone that was speaking on Wilder that sounded like we were hating, when all we were doing was just telling him the truth, what he needed to do, what needed to be done for him to have a better boxing pedigree. We were right. We were never wrong. We were never putting the man down. Now, every time he would talk about us, this is when we came out with the fucking... So me, I'm going to take myself for example, because I'm a fucking man. So me saying and being mad at him, you fucking roach untented having motherfucker. You ain't shit. Why did I say this? Why have I said this about this man? Let me explain to you exactly why. And it does make it right. Because when he comes out and he takes the words from people that are racists and have called me a spick, a wetback, and all that shit, and then you're repeating their excuses and you're out there on the platform and you're also saying, I don't care who goes against this, which I happen to go against it because it's not the truth. My man, you racist too. The thing is that I'm not a racist motherfucker. I won't call nobody out their name. If I say nigga with an A at the end, like Ali with an I, it's because I am full of ethnicity. I have grown up in New York City, Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? The ghetto. Lower East Side, baby. Ebonics. So when H Dummy and the rest of these guys who have said the word nigga with the letter A at the end, like Ali with an I, and then they come out and they try to say, oh, you call me nigga, though. They try to change the whole perspective, but they can say, remember, this is the age of rules for thee, not for me. Remember that, guys. And it's only us sane, intelligent, eclectic, weird motherfuckers that hold the truth and kill niggas with it are the only ones that know what's going on. Meanwhile, everybody's on some Mandela effect. Everybody's on some weird shit. We're the only ones walking in real time, son. We are all diamonds in the roughs, not these motherfuckers. And people have been showing their true colors. When you try to speak the truth, that knowledge envy comes out. So when we speak the truth about Wilder and we say that he had no boxing pedigree, we were called out of our names. We were called out of our race. That's what makes the fight fan bad. But you can't put it in the same basket. It's got to go in the basket of non-fight fans. It's got to go into the basket of the political mess that's going on in boxing. Not with the fans that are trying to speak up against that and saying we don't want none of that shit in here. This is why people have to be careful when they say that us fight fans are not really doing good for the sport. No, we are. We've been kicking and screaming for good fights, for this shit to get the fuck out of our eyes and just make fights for fucking years. And we have a right to, because the same way motherfuckers punch in, sweat at their job, get cut on the job if you do manual labor, or if you push buttons and you're in a fucking office and you get a paper cut, you still bled, motherfuckers. Don't get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? Or you got pricked with a fucking one of them thumbtacks. Yo, You still bled. You sweated for your money. You did everything. Right? Just to get them apps, just to have enough of them pay-per-views. You might even do overtime or work a double just so you can have what you need for the essentials of a good fight night. But then they come and they rob you. And then they come and they kick you down as the fight fan. Palo Viejo, what's going on? My brother Puerto Rican rum. What's going on, baby? Right? So us as a fight fan, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to just take it and continue to give them money with quality we don't want. That's like you giving somebody, that's like you going to a sneaker store and they selling you fake ass Nikes, Adidas, or whatever the fuck brand that you wear, son, and you go home and you step in a puddle or something, and whatever color you got them or whatever colors are on the sneakers, they start bleeding, the rubber starts coming off, and you know this ain't motherfucking Nike, Adidas, Puma, whatever fucking quality, Feli's, all that shit. Well, whoa, you go back to the store. We can't go back to the store here. We can't get refunds here. We only got one shot. And that one shot is to kick and scream and let these motherfuckers know that you are upset. And if it wasn't for us fucking uploaders here on YouTube, the ones that I have given shouts out to, the ones I fuck with, the ones that are really telling the truth, Mark Unrivaled, all of them motherfuckers, boxing wouldn't be getting better. And for once, in my fucking YouTube, whatever the fuck you want to call it, career, platform, whatever the fuck you want to call this, I'm going to actually take credit and say, we deserve that. They come to us for surveys, bro. Plural. Bros. They come to us and they survey our channels to see what's right or wrong. Why do you think that Loma Teofimo fight was made? Why do you think other fights that we've been talking about have been made? Because they survey us. This shit's been happening since the Maypac era, dog. And only some of us know the formula. And when we try to give it to you, motherfuckers, you guys don't like it. And then other uploaders, since they don't have it, they get envious and start trying to build propaganda behind niggas' names. And then when we come out here and have to interrupt our whole boxing program for you guys in order to fucking stand up, get up, stand up for our rights, like Bob Marley, it becomes an issue now. And I understand, because you're interrupting something, you're interrupting the flow, but at the same time, I'm glad fight fans understand that we have to address certain problems in order to clean out the channel. When guys come on my live, when a troll comes on, bang, dead, fuck him. 10 seconds, he's gone. I toast him. You guys don't run into that the rest of the stream. You guys are not interrupted by it. I only put people that are fucking worthy up on the panel. I don't put retarded niggas that are asking for second, third, fourth fucking tries and fucking beginnings again, only to do the same shit again. What's going on, Hawker? Another alumni in the house. This channel has never been one of those channels where motherfuckers could come on here and fucking, take my shit for example, as to just no. This is why I am sticking up this morning for you, fight fans. It's been going around in editorials. It's been going around in channels. People have been. It's like, oh, I'm a guilty fight fan. Just like this shit that's going on with this leftist shit. Oh, white privilege. I'm guilty because I'm white. Get the fuck out of here. You're white. Whatever happened with slave traders back in the days has nothing to fucking do with you. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you then rich shaming motherfuckers? Then you got motherfuckers on here giving death threats to niggas. Let me tell you something. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. Death threats on in this boxing community I've got many of death threats, bro. Many of death threats. Problem here is, you see, when you come from an era where a nigga threatened you and 5 to 20 minutes later, you was in the drama. See, this is why we laugh at this social media shit. Niggas my age, niggas that grew up with dirt on their fucking hands, under their fingernails. Motherfuckers got abrasions and fucking cuts from defending motherfuckers and their family or their boys. Evading cops. Not because of racial issues, because of stupid shit we got ourselves into. Self-accountability, baby. But we grew up. And these are the lessons that we have on our dressers, right? So then we go and when we can see fake niggas from above, even the bullshit that they make, we see it before and we call them out on it. Right? Memes are made. Niggas start acting like you don't know what you're talking about. But yet they just finished spitting a whole bunch of shit. You got a nigga with a swastika in his background, son, and niggas kick it freely with him. I don't even waste a vowel on this nigga. But you guys do. You're too busy trying to tell this motherfucker he's racist instead of just turning him off. And not even allowing this nigga on your platform, not even showing your face on his platform because you gave him a chance. You gave him a chance to show people that you're willing to sit down and waste your fucking time and have this motherfucker try to sort you out and put his fucking racist fucking ideologies and have you next to his swastika. That's how I see it. You guys don't have to see it like I'm just speaking on myself, but this is what I see. This is why I don't fuck with dudes like that. And I have to thank you guys that actually go out there and make yourselves examples because you are the ones that are actually saying, and you're not even knowing this, you're doing like subconsciously, you're actually showing us, yo, I went through that door, don't go through it. That's how I take you niggas as a lesson. Thank you very much. That's why Rosclot, myself, Punch, we don't make mistakes like y'all niggas do. And you're all on that side over there talking about we can't hold a fucking heavyweight champion to the highest standard he put himself on and told us to hold him to it. And then when he fails miserably, puts us down, we can't retort to this motherfucker. You guys are straight up cock-licking. And that's your problem. That is your motherfucking problem. You guys are full of fucking hypocrisy. There's one motherfucker out here that was on the panel with niggas that done doxed him, terrorized him and his fucking wife, gave him phone calls. This nigga's supposed to step up to me like he's a man. I'm supposed to take this nigga seriously. On top of all them facts, on top of all of them fucking facts, I defended this nigga. A lot of niggas like to blow out chests and pump your chest up and fucking disrespect niggas that actually put in work before you. And when you got on here, took you under the wing. And then defended you niggas. Most of you niggas won't even have views if it wasn't for real fucking Truth Channel talkers coming onto your fucking platform. And yes, I'm going to say it, blessing you with our fucking presence. Because yes, we are opinionated, but we are mostly fact-based. And that's because of research. My viewings and right now there's 12 people here. And I'm grateful for that. I'm not expecting 35, 100, 1,000 people watching. It would be nice one day, but since lives have come out, it's always been like this. And I'm comfortable with it. Us old timers on here, we don't care about numbers, bro. We care about who you are and what you stand for in the sport of boxing and as a person. There's motherfuckers on here like 75 plus 3 Sports TV, 77 plus 1 Sports TV that got thousands, and like fucking Lego My Ego TV. Thousands of subscribers. Only like 300 of them motherfuckers out of the 12, 14,000 that they have, no boxing. And it's usually those 300 that leave and wind up with us. And these are facts. Now you're going to swallow animanium. Can you swallow animanium? I'm serving all types of compounds today. Because they've come onto your channel, my channel, and have told us, yo, I went on this channel, I was on this, these motherfuckers are biased, these niggas, right? Of course. Golden Kings Toys, what's going on, my brother? Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your testimony, man. No doubt, and I hope you keep coming by, my brother. No doubt, man. And I see that you're into into toys, into collectors, shit, son, I do it too, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're into dioramas, go into my my playlist. And that's another thing. I respect those that are doing their thing on here and monetizing and doing everything. I respect you guys. What I don't respect are the guys that are doing it and lying. You got most of you people are paying for a lie. Most of you guys are tipping niggas for a lie. There's a difference between a nigga speaking passionately and a nigga just ranting. I don't know how good you guys are at judging character, because we do have to judge people in order to let them in our lives. Because if we don't, they will disrupt it. So basically, what I'm saying here is Wilder should have said I did the best I could, instead of saying I'm still the best. That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying. No doubt, Red Glove. No doubt, brother. You know what I mean? Red Glove is a brother man who just straight up speaks knowledge, straight up brings the community together, straight up puts a spotlight on, helps motherfuckers. That's why I'm always by his side in case any nigga that gets with I let him know, bro, I'm here. Let me know. Cause in case niggas try to jump him, son. And no disrespect to anybody when I say this, but before the UGC, before anybody, the Jedi's there, son. I am the ambassador of backing niggas up. Rosclot knows that. Even Hawker knows that. And Hawker's he's a comment section fucking general, dog. He is the original. And he even knows I got his back if he needed me in the comment section to fuck a nigga up with him. This always has been a movement, hashtag come back to boxing. It just hasn't been a cult. We are not a cult. Hashtag come back to boxing is when you tell a motherfucker the truth, you basically tell him, yo, my nigga, come back to boxing. We've all been telling motherfuckers, yo, y'all need to come back to boxing. Hello, come back to boxing. Exactly. What's up, OG Texas? Yeah, he was a stand-up brother. But this is what Glenn did. He was trying to squash it, which is what we do almost every 3 months or every other fucking 3 months. And we all know that it doesn't work only with certain motherfuckers who don't have mental deficiencies. When you got H Money up there who don't know how to fucking talk and only talks when he wants to be accepted and listens to niggas when they want to be accepted, it's gonna be a mess. Like we say in Spanish, un revolú. It's gonna be a fucked up situation. So I'm up there, right, Mr. Texas, Mr. OG Texas. I'm up there, and Glenn knew me because I have defended Glenn against the same niggas that was on that panel that have terrorized him and his wife, doxed them, everything. Niggas know they were there. Black and Brown, Boxing's Live, Punch Drunks, Boxing. I was there. Guido could tell you. Everybody could tell you, dog. Backed Glenn up 100%. So I'm up there, and there was an LDBC member by the name of Myron, and I'm explaining stuff. If anybody had anything to say to me as I'm speaking my experiences with the LDBC and what they have done to me and my following, and you know, being one actually motherfuckers trying to put me in that, I had to defend myself. So I'm up there defending, and we're talking like gentlemen. H Money comes out of nowhere, like he knows what the fuck is going on, like he's been here for years, which he hasn't. Disrupts me, what I'm saying. Tries to misconstrue everything that I said. So I try to put it back in place because that's what a man does. A real man does not allow anyone to misconstrue his words. So I went up there and I corrected H Money, and I said, I am not saying in general. I am speaking on my experiences. You just put me in a general statement, and I don't appreciate that. In the same tone that I'm doing it, Mr. Texas, the same tone. So H Money comes and forms a big fucking, oh, I'll say nigga, like he always does. And I'm sitting there being quiet, and it's only him and Glenn, aka Major Key Boxing, that are telling each other, shut up, chill. I'm trying to talk. Hold on. And I'm over here saying, I'm quiet though. He needs to be quiet. I'm quiet though. He needs to be quiet in the same voice. So now that I wasn't saying nothing or adding to it, and it was really my turn and I wasn't finished speaking and I was correcting something that needed to be corrected, Glenn decided to reprimand me. Why am I being that's like you having an argument in someone's house. That person is the first one to scream while you were speaking at a low tone, and the owner of the house comes out and starts reprimanding you as well. You niggas are not gonna argue, and you're telling them, hold up. I didn't scream, and I'm not arguing. This guy started the noise you hear is coming from him. I'm just trying to speak my piece. No doubt, I'll take it outside. That's exactly what happened. But the problem was it didn't get to the part where I was able to tell him, bro, first of all, I'm not gonna let you reprimand me. I didn't do anything. And all that yelling was just you and him. You're telling him to shut up and chill and be quiet. You're telling us I wasn't Harley. So I was just saying it's him, not me. So now that a man that shouldn't have been reprimanded tells the host of the channel, not for nothing, my brother, but I'm not going to allow you or anybody else to reprimand me because I was quiet. I was speaking. You even gave me the mic and said it was my turn, and he came and disrupted me because I corrected him. He has a problem with correction, and he started yelling again, and I said, you know what? No doubt. I see I got no voice here. I'm not able to speak. Kind of fucked up, but it's all good. I'm not going to allow you or anyone to reprimand me. Peace, I'm out. What did Glenn decide to do? Because I always have 2 or 3 windows open. See, I'm not a stupid dude. I know how to use these things. So, Mr. Texas, what does he decide to do? I left peacefully. I didn't say fuck you. He comes out, oh, well then, fuck you, kumbaya, peace. If you're going to leave like that, fuck you then. Really, bro? So I said, no, fuck y'all niggas. If you look in then he comes out and tries to make it, oh, because you try to outspeak the host of the show. No. The host of the show didn't know how to control his show. You were trying to squash shit with niggas that terrorized you. You allowed motherfuckers who have mental deficiencies and don't know how to hold the conversation to go up there against a nigga who knows what the fuck he's doing out here, has been here for years, and was trying to tell you, bro, it wasn't me. There's no need to reprimand me. It's him. But you didn't do that. Because you motherfuckers want to give retarded niggas like H Money a fucking chance for him to just do it again. Y'all could do that. So to me, Major Key Boxing, Glenn is not a stand-up dude. Glenn is a whole faggot to me. And I'm sorry if it offends you, but he's a whole faggot for that. And when people hear that story, they're like, yeah, he is a whole faggot for that. He should have told H Money, yo, my nigga, chill. And even after the fact, when he knew, his problem is he's trying to be cool. He's trying to be kumbaya with everybody. He don't understand, bro. You don't know the rules to these fucking YouTube streets. You can only be cool with some people. You can't be cool with everybody because every fucking body is not on the same shit. Everybody got their own agendas. Everybody's trying to fucking make a mark. And they try to make a mark with either trying to disrespect you, trying to like H1, oh, fuck you, nigga, you ain't shit. But yeah, that's debating. Oh, I beat this nigga in a debate. Yeah, you yelling and then leaving the live. That's a debate? Really? That's what I'm saying. So that whole faggot, Major Key Boxing, wanted to do that. So fine. He showed his true colors. I didn't have to say anything. I aired him out after the fact. So he want to come out and say, fuck you, kumbaya. After I just said, yo, I see I have no platform. I can't allow you to reprimand me, but I'm out. Peace. I didn't say, fuck you, nigga. I'm out. Peace. I didn't say nothing like that. But I get a suck my dick, fuck you, kumbaya, nigga, by Major Key. And he's a stand-up guy. Maybe to you. Not to me, brother. Fuck Major Key Boxing, his whole platform. And he's been hating on me. You know how I know? See how a nigga who has read psychology, who has studied psychology. I'm not a psychology major. I have not, but I know how the mind works. I can see hate. I know when niggas fucking hate me. I know when niggas hate you. And if I tell you that niggas hating on you, trust me. I know. I've worked security, dog. I know how to read people. And when he came out and said, oh, I could have debunked you and embarrassed you on your fucking conspiracy theory lives. Really, that's what it was all about. Knowledge envy. What would that have to do with me going off your panel because you didn't know how to control H Money and you got it all wrong? You see? So when motherfuckers start shooting blanks from another caliber, meaning another fucking situation, that goes to show you they were envious of you regardless. So fuck Major Key Boxing. That fucking fat homo. He's a fake ass nigga. Straight up and down. And he's too busy trying to do what we try to do and just don't work. And that's unite a community that doesn't want to be united. I gave up on that a long time ago. I know who I'm cool with. I know who I'm united with. That's it. I don't need nothing else. But this nigga is one of these channels that Rosclott's talking about, and I agree with, that are out here trying to fucking make impressions and thinking, oh, I ain't gonna, nigga, let me tell you young niggas something. It's about respecting the vets that were on here, because without us coming on here and showing you how to conduct a show, you wouldn't know how to fucking be on here. Like I said, there are shows that niggas can't even go live without having not one person on a fucking panel. You can't hold the show. Why? Because there's no creativity. There's no type of creativeness out here. Only some of us have it. And when we decide to let niggas on the panel, it's mostly, and you can tell, the host of the show outshines a lot of niggas on panel. Sometimes the host allows people on the panel to outshine him. But I tell you something right now, Glenn, when I was on there, nobody was trying to overtalk you. I was trying to explain to you, bro, if you really pay attention, you gave me the mic. I was supposed to speak. So I wasn't supposed to get reprimanded. You were supposed to tell him, yo, chill, Jedi was speaking. But you didn't do that. You crazy. And what's funny is everybody here agrees with me. What's going on, ZD? So now, I'm going to pass out the link. Whoever wants to get on with me can get on with me so we can kick it on whatever conversations you guys want to kick it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I am with it. I'm totally with it. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to refresh. Give me a second. Don't leave. All right. And I'm back. All right. So let me pass out the link, and whoever want to jump on with me, you're able to jump on with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll kick it for a bit. We talk about anything. You know, I was supposed to give everybody an open mic yesterday, but the cannabis got to me. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. But yeah, if y'all want to kick it with me, the stream is open. If anybody got a beef with me, the stream is open. Come and get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what's up, Carlos Mendoza? My man Papa Mendoza, what's going on, bro? You know what I mean? And there's been a lot of negative talk on Marvelous Marvin Hagler compared to fucking Bernard Hopkins. I would like somebody, maybe Rosclott, if you can find the time, maybe 5 minutes, bro, to get up on here and explain to motherfuckers exactly why Marvelous Marvin Hagler crushes. What's up, little lad Stu? What's going on, brother? Why B-Hop, his resume, everything falls to Hagler? Because Rosclott is one that debunks Hagler. I mean, debunks Hopkins. Really good. Really, really good. Like I try to, you know, I tried to defend Hopkins, and Rosclott gave me facts, and I was like, you know what? Holy shit, I didn't see that. Fuego, what's going on, Fuego? My man Fuego is in his house. Está en la casa, no doubt. You know, and I just want to say, bro, you gotta look at Marvelous Marvin Hagler, bro. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I'm just gonna say one thing, and that one thing is going to straight up this one, what I'm about to say is just gonna straight up eclipse everything, and let's just dead this shit today. You know what I'm saying? Let's just dead this shit today. And if you agree with me, then let me know if you agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Fonzie the Jedi says that the reason why Hagler is the best middleweight ever and outshines B-Hop and any of these motherfuckers today, yesterday, a couple of years back, because he held a title. and defended it for 6 years, bro. For 6 years. Anybody got an argument with that on B-Hop? Has B-Hop held the title for 6 years? I don't give a fuck about him being the oldest. Because I think that's where motherfuckers get it misconstrued. Oh, no doubt, ZD, I got you. You know what I'm saying? They get it misconstrued. They got to understand. Just because B-Hop fought into an old age doesn't mean he's better. Because if I'm not mistaken, Hagler has more fights than fucking B-Hop. So Hagler holds a title for 6 years, and that doesn't get thrown on the table as greatness. Know what I'm saying? Roskla says Hagler middleweight era was tough too. Talented guys there. Yeah, of course. Of course. Roskla also says, we all know why B-Hop was able to fight at an old age, but that's another topic, no doubt. I respect B-Hop and the work he did, but his work ethic was not more illa and not more golden than Hagler's, man. I'm sorry, but it's not. And this is not an opinion; it's a fact. Go look at the stats if you want. Y'all can look at them stats. My man Hagler basically prophesized exactly what fighters of today are going through, and it's hard to wake up when you're sleeping in silk sheets, kid. And for a long time, it's been hard for these motherfuckers to get up from them silk sheets and them nice houses and them and getting up from them leather seats that they got in them fucking expensive cars to really, really fight. These guys look, and this is funny to me. These guys are fighting like they're only taking certain fights to avoid the IRS taxation. Because the more money you get, the more you fight, the more money you get. More taxes you got to pay. I'm not saying this is the reason why they're doing it. I'm just saying, I'm speaking for myself. It seems to me, this is what they're looking like to me. This is why I say it's funny. It's comical. They're fighting like if I fight twice, that IRS is going to get my money. That's how I look at these niggas. You scared to fight. You scared to make money. The money you saying that you want to make, you're scared to make. Why? It's either because of the IRS taxation or because you scared nigga gonna whoop your ass. Not saying he's going to, but you're scared going through the motions as to it might wind up where you might get your ass whooped. A lot of these guys have no confidence in themselves. That's what this is now. That's what this narrows down to. That's what it narrows down to. Only thing I see in Ryan Garcia, and for taking that Luke Campbell fight, is that he has a lot of confidence in himself. That's very important. But, kiddo, your cup shall not overflow with vanity, bro. Big yourself up when you have to. Not all the time, dog. Confidence is also a life killer. As much as we deny that we don't like to have people around us in life, you do. You do need people around you. And being toxic and not toxic masculinity, but being toxic and narcissistic and conceited and saying that you're better than everyone, and it pushes people away. It pushes these motherfuckers away. So I just gotta say, man, Wilder, can he come back? Wilder would have to talk to us somewhere in November. He has to let all this shit go away and give it a couple of months, dude. And during those months, bro, go back to basics. This is what Wilder needs to do. Now, do I sound like a guy that really hates Wilder? Do I sound like a guy who hates Wilder because he's black? Do I sound like a guy who hates black people? No. I'm a boxing fan who's saying that Wilder is able to come back if he focuses on his pedigree, if he focuses on his mistakes, correcting them, if he focuses on the right path, instead of trying to get over, instead of letting Finkel talk for him, he needs to gain control of his whole situation because Deontay Wilder is not in control. So while you're trying to perfect your craft or add more stuff to your arsenal, you need to get some professional help. There's nothing wrong with seeking professional help, Wilder. And move yourself away from these people who are lying to you. See, Wilder, what you're not understanding is the same people that you took their excuses with and ran with, they were hoping you did that, and now you're making them money. My man, they are using you. They are using you, Wilder. Monetization. Super chats. PayPals. And now, oh, they have skyrocketed because you have allowed them to be racist, to lie, and nobody out there can say, that's not Wilder's fault. You know what? Allow thee to debunk thee right now. If Wilder has taken every excuse that the same people that you were saying you cannot blame have laid out there, he is at fault. So everything that he's getting from what I'm saying to the most extreme motherfuckers out there saying he ain't shit, fuck him, he's a fucking fake, that's on them. If that's how they feel, that's how they feel. I can't blame them. I'm letting you know I don't hate Wilder. I dislike his whole demeanor. I hate the way he has taken the American heavyweight champion name and has done nothing with it. And I can understand being different and standing in a room only. But the standing room only that you're standing in right now is an empty room with only certain motherfuckers who are lying and using you, bro. And it's people like us that you call the enemy that have been telling you the truth all along, Wilder. We're not saying you can't fight, but we're saying you can't fight. So you need to polish up. Nothing wrong with that. See, you guys that are talking about Anthony Joshua on behalf of Deontay Wilder, even Deontay Wilder wishes this. They wish that they had, that Wilder had, even Wilder wishes that he had Joshua's whole career leading up to this point. Even the loss, because that comeback was great for this era. Guys like to talk shit about him fighting old Klitschko, and even the Fury fans do it too, but he fought Klitschko, right? Because Anthony Joshua beat him in a much better fashion. Because Anthony Joshua was doing more work than most of these motherfuckers. Because Anthony Joshua, this is what I mean. So now when I come, and people like myself come to defense of a champion who's fighting correctly, you want to put us in the category of dick riders, but you guys aren't looking at this mirror where you guys are really dick riding. You're lying to this man. You're using this man. You are putting this man into a lot of fucking danger by lying to him. And us fight fans, the real fight fans, the hardcore fight fans, the ones that have been keeping the fucking balance with the force, Us motherfuckers have been the only motherfuckers on our game and correct and telling this nigga and everybody else like him, you are not doing the right thing, bro. You suck, and you suck for a reason because you're allowing yourself to suck. What's up, the boxing junkie? What's going on, my bro? I hope you're good. God bless. My man, boxing loser stars. What's going on, bro? Roskla says, Fury had tune-ups. Hold on. Roskla says, Fury had tune-ups when he returned and tune-ups after the first Wilder fight. Exactly. See, the problem here is, like I said, he wakes up every morning looking at that replica of the WBC and says to himself, how could I had let the Joshua fight that the Bella actually got high numbers for let it go? Because you allowed Al Heyman to steer your shit. You allowed Finkel to speak for you when you were supposed to speak. Look, I don't like Canelo, but I will say this. At least he left Oscar De La Hoya, a man who was steering his fucking career into fishnets. That I will say. At least he had the balls to leave and say, fuck this shit. Ajagba left PBC because he got tired of being on the shelf. So he's building himself up. So if he gains a loss or he doesn't look too good in a fight, I'm not going to blame the kid because now he's fighting harder. He's fighting for real. And you could say, oh, you're always with Bob Arum in Top Rank. Right. Because right now, if you take a look at it, that is the most established promotions out there. And these are the legendary fighters and fights that we speak of that have... Everybody has gone through Top Rank, bro, except for these new agers. This is why. When a hard fight comes and they got to take shorts and, oh, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, y'all cheating me. Oh, y'all racist. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. So now you basically understand that Wilder did this to himself. And then he continues to disrespect Breland, a man who saved his boxing career. Possibly saved his whole equilibrium and motor function. Helped him see another day to see his children, to be with his family, and to continue to have a boxing career. But you guys are out here just to make money. And Wilder, you got to understand, bro, these guys are using you. JD's is using you. We have told you this. We have said the guys that you say are the enemies, that us guys, we have told you, you need to get rid of JD's. You need to get out of PBC. The problem here is that we're not going to do what you motherfuckers over there do. If Terrence Crawford wants to fight, he got to leave Arum and sign with PBC. No. If Wilder leaves, Wilder become a free agent. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. The whole thing is for him to speak for himself, counting his own money. But that's the problem here. You don't seem too bright, young man. You don't seem like you know the business, but you speak, oh, the business. I know the business of boxing. These motherfuckers don't. You don't either, bro. If you allowed Heyman to get rid of the Billa, who got you a lucrative amount of money for this fight, that it would have been said and done, and not allow Heyman and everybody else in Fickle to make you look like you never wanted to fight Joshua, bro, it is you. You have called Hearn a slave trader. You have called Joshua a slave, but yet it is you who is in slavery. It was you who bent the knee. Statistics. Joshua is gaining $30 to $50 million a fight. Reportedly 60 his next one, right? Those are Mike Tyson numbers. What the fuck are you earning? 2.5, 8 mil. Your highest payday was what, 10 mil, dog? Who's the slave here? Who's the slave here? Whose promoter is the one who's putting his dick in their ass? Hold on now, young man. How is it that you're out here trying to be the truth? And this is the problem with mostly all the PBC fighters. But you're a lie. You go and you say that Mark Breland is jealous of you because he has given you professional, and I repeat, professional criticisms. You're so fucking stupid, brainwashed, and too busy allowing these yes men to lick your nuts that you don't even know what's good for you, boy. You don't even know that those words of wisdoms that sound like he's tearing you down are words of love, bro. Mark Breland still loves you, bro. He just telling the truth. Just like my homie, if he goes, yo, I look good in this suit, I'm gonna tell him the truth. If he does, yeah, bro, sharp, dude, very sharp. If he don't, nah. And if he asks me why and break down the problem, well, the shirt don't go with the jacket. You know what I'm saying? The pants is on some other shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Then it opens his perspective. Doesn't matter how you do it. Motherfucker, I could have come out and said, nah, man, them pants are fucking victims, son. You need to take them shits off. You looking straight homo. It's still a criticism that's telling him, my dude, yeah, that no, them pants, no. Them shits is taking your life, dog. Right? So what's the problem here, Wilder? Huh? What's the problem? What's the problem, LDBC? What's the problem? I'll tell you what the fucking problem is. And I'm going to take a stab at the dog here with a machete. And no offense to what I'm about to say to anyone who didn't grow up with a father in the household. But you niggas is looking like you didn't have no type of male structure in your life. Everything that comes out of your actions, your words are bitch. Straight woman, son. And y'all motherfuckers don't know how to sit back and say, you know what, though? Wilder did make himself look stupid saying all of this shit, son. And to this day, he says he's king. But yeah, his kingdom has been torched. His kingdom has been torched. His crown has been taken. Women and children switched kingdoms. The men, well, some of them have joined the new kingdom, and some are in prison. Some are just out there in the forest trying to rebel. And they're losing because they have little numbers, and they're nothing of Spartans. So when you look at the boxing landscape now, you see it like I see it, and everyone else has that has been talking this shit. We can try to respect these young cats, but the question always remains, and it's always unanswered, bro. And that's, will these young cats respect the game? See, even Floyd Mayweather knew that if I take from the game, I got to give back. And he did. He gave us a lot of bullshit and entertainment, and you know, he was a smart man. And I don't really like him. But he made us waste money just because we were curious and we wanted to see him fall. And he did it smart. But these guys think that they're him. These guys think that they fought like him. These guys think that they have a legacy. These guys think that they have something to show. And they don't. The real boxing never stopped at Canelo. After that, everything is what? Everything is what? Here, you don't believe me? Boxing stopped being boxing after Mayweather Canelo. Those are facts. You don't believe me? The first fight from that year, back from that fight where boxing started fucking up, take a look at Angulo versus Canelo. Why is Canelo all of a sudden boxing so lucratively like this? Why is he so evasive? Why can't he do that against Mayweather? right? But now we start calling fixed fights and stuff like that. It gets into some whole other shit because a lot of niggas don't believe. But yeah, we have seen Canelo throw a fight already. Oh, niggas throw a fight for Canelo already. So when you bring the proof, it's so shocking to niggas. They so brainwashed that it's just like, no, that's not ordinary. But real niggas know what it is. And I'm not calling you real niggas because you agree with me. But if you happen to take a look at the footage and you say, holy shit, and you see it for yourself, you're a real nigga. Not because you're agreeing with me. I couldn't give a fuck with anybody agreeing with me when I'm trying to make a point. Unless the point is made and you actually agree. But on some pom-pom shit, nah, because then that's lying. I don't like niggas placating to me. I hate that shit. Don't placate to me, bro. I'm not full of shit. If I don't like motherfuckers try to dictate, I don't like motherfuckers trying to placate. Straight up and down, son. Be a real nigga with me, and I'm a real nigga with you. Hold on. Somebody knocking on the door. Hold on. Julie. Not even here. I got my niece's teacher at the thing. Yo, this homeschooling shit is crazy, son. Yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. Right after that fight, and I kid you not, right after that Mayweather Canelo fight, boxing started looking suspect. They even tried to cheat Mayweather on the cards. That fight. You think I'm kidding? That fight marked the pinnacle of boxing becoming boxing entertainment, son. Why do you think Mayweather said, fuck boxing, fuck this shit, my last fight out is Berta? Mayweather knew that the politics weren't going to sway his way. So what did he do? He decided to incorporate his fucking record into a fucking boxing hybrid match with McGregor in order to try to leave with a bigger bang. But at the same time, in that fight, he gave back to boxing because he proved to MMA fucking boxing detractors that boxing is more superior when in that ring. And it's a whole different, whole harder fucking science. So Floyd gets certain kudos for certain things that he's done, but at the same time, he has hurt the sport. So what I mean here is by giving and taking. Manny Pacquiao continues to give to the sport. Manny Pacquiao continues to give to the sport. And Manny Pacquiao gives and gives and gives. This is why motherfuckers, when they say Manny Pacquiao's broke, he still owes the IRS. What are you talking about? How is this motherfucker building houses for his motherfucking villages that he's giving out? Free houses for villages. And villages don't run with only 2-3 fucking people. Villages run with thousands of people, bro. And he's building thousands of houses and communities in Manila. Go get the how's he broke? How? My man got 2 jobs. How? My man's name alone, Manny Pacquiao. Every week he gets a residual for his name. You stupid motherfucking jealous ass motherfuckers. Manny Pacquiao's a brand, just like Floyd Mayweather. He will never be broke in his life. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard, just like Julio Cesar Chavez. All of them get residuals because of their names. And when you made it in the Hall of Fame, you get that. It's like a pension check, bro. Get the fuck out of here. So we gotta understand, man. We gotta understand here. When fighters hold themselves to a high standard, we are to hold them to that high standard they put themselves on. This motherfucker don't. Keith Thurman, the motherfucker I speak of, doesn't understand exactly why he's feeling the pressure now. Bro, you talk too much. You put yourself on these fucking high pedestals only to be kicked down tragically, dog. So what are we supposed to do? Bypass it? Act like it never happened? Act like you didn't talk that shit and say, watch, I'm going to fuck him up. You can hold me to it. And even some fighters that say don't hold with it, the whole point is that you're talking that shit and you're setting such a high standard. You're supposed to do that. Just like the loudmouth nigga in the room. If you don't shut him up and test him after him trying to test everybody in the room, someone will. That's what goes on here in boxing. Talking all that shit, and then when he showed up, when niggas show him, his fight fans, the extremes, should I say, get mad. So when Wilder got showed up, his fans didn't like it. They made every fucking excuse in the fucking book. From racism to wardrobes to crime scene poisoning to autopsy reports. Look how stupid this shit sounds like CSI mixed with a horror movie, dog. And it's pathetic. And Wilder put himself up on a fucking high standard and we held him to it. Congratulations to those that have held him to the high standard that he put himself up on and are criticizing him for it. No matter how you're doing it, passionately, professionally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because if Wilder gets called a pussy, yeah, you're acting like one. Talk about you lost because he cheated. So which one is it? Mark Breland cheated or Tyson Fury cheated? Which one is it? Let's look at these two aspects here, bro. People are not looking at this. No, fuck that. I'm going in. Jacques Cousteau, nigga. Let's go deeper in this fucking situation. All of them accusations, poisoning, all the right. That he said it was Tyson Fury, Glovegate, all Tyson Fury. Then you got the water bottle and the poisoning. That's Breland. So which one is it? Was it Breland or was it fucking Fury? In the words of the late great pop king, king of pop, Michael Jackson, who is it? Who is it, motherfucker? It can't be both of them. It can't be both of them. And understand this. Let's get this shit straight. Tyson Fury said he would welcome Breland into his camp. Does that mean that this was set up and working in the cahoots? Nope. You know why? You know why, Wilder? You know why, LDBC? Because y'all fired him. And Mark Breland's name and his work ethic has built that for him. To where you look at the man and you say, God, this guy's a legend. You just don't kick legends out in the street like that. You just don't kick motherfuckers who built foundation out like that. So what did Fury do? Fury said he has an offer. So if he takes it and he becomes he's not part of it. So watch Wilder come out and say, what did I tell you? I told you there was a cahoots. Nope. That shit's not even valid, my man. You know why? Because you fired a legend. What is he not supposed to do? Pick up a fucking job? I mean, think about it. From your 2.5 million to your 10 million. You got to take away Al Heyman's. If it's 20%, since he's your manager and your promoter, think about this. Think about this shit now. Think about this. And then you got Shelly Finkel. So off the back, that's 60%. Because they remember, if it's 50%. But if Al Heyman is 20, that's 40%. Because he's, remember, promoter and advisor. Right. Where's the Ali Act, for Christ's sake? Where is it? Then you got Shelly Finkel. So that's another 10 to 20. So it's within the brackets of losing 50 to 60% of your person. If you're getting 2.5 mil and you lose 50 to 60% of that because you have to pay these motherfuckers, what is it looking like? But Joshua's a slave? My man, in the words of motherfucking, who's that dude from fucking Enter the Dragon? My man Jim, I forgot his last name. My man said, man, you come straight out of a comic book. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. There's no apologies that you're gonna get, but there should be apologies given from you to the fight fans, the sport of boxing, and first and foremost, Mark Brewer. The shit you're pulling is scumbaggery, fuckery to the fullest, Wilder, and this is why we're disgusted in you. And if and I mean, I can't even ask you that question, so I'm gonna eliminate the if. There is a reason why you lost the way you did. There is a reason why you're looking the way you're looking. It's not Arum. It's not Fury. It's you. And everybody else you're surrounding yourself with. Everybody else that won't tell you the truth. Now, here's the if. If you knew anything about boxing, you would stick with the pure fight fans, the hardcores, because we give that tough love. A lot of people like to misconstrue it as, oh, you're putting the fighter down. Well, no, like I said, we're holding him to the high standard he put himself up in. Fuck out of here with that. Casual banter and hardcore banter, totally different. Totally different planes. Casuals, oh, you're a fucking bum. Don't come back to the sport. Hardcore rants. Bro, you could have done better, you fucking dick. Next time you come back, you better, you fucking asshole. Totally different. Not discrediting him just because you hear you dick, you asshole. No. You could have done better. Come back and be better. What threw you off was the name calling. Totally different, man. You're fucking with a fan here. You're fucking with us fans here that know the difference. Well, I see it like this, boxing losers. If D want to clap on me, he know where to find me. I'm not a subliminal nigga, but I don't think D has a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with D. But in those terms, if he's clapping on everyone, then if I'm included, then my link is there. Niggas can come and get it. They could clap on me. Try. Because I'm the original clapper. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I don't have a problem with D. If Johnny Boy and D got a problem, that's between these two gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I still fucks with D. Oh, that's another thing. Guys, check your subscriptions. Bro, they unsubscribe me from Unrivaled. I mean, a lot of fucking channels, bro. They have unsubscribed me from the channels that I follow and that, you know what I mean? Check your subscriptions, bro. Make sure that because a lot of people haven't got notifications. Yo, I had to sub again. I just fucking saw my subscription list where like people that used to follow me a long time ago had to sub again, and they were on this shit like 2 weeks ago, sending me emails. Yo, they unsubbed me. This shit is crazy. So don't think that I unsubbed. No, I know that. Oh no, Rosclaw, you know me. Like I said, I know D ain't got D ain't got a beef with me because he don't say, oh, Jedi, If anything, the closest he'll say is everybody in the wild TBC, but I don't take that to me because I'm not part of that basket. Niggas look, I got an Ali standard. Say my name. You got a beef with me? Say my name. That's it. Everybody knows that, right, Rosclaw? Just say my name. That's all. But these are good boxing channel, bro. He's a good boxing channel. He's a good brother. He's just very passionate. Just like Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy's passionate. You got a lot of passionate motherfuckers on here that misconstrue the way they come off, with their boxing programs. But a lot of guys are passionate. Some people might take it as, oh, these guys are emotional and well, sometimes they can be. But in order to be passionate, sometimes you need that emotion. sometimes you need an emotion to do something, right? So that's what I mean. Like, but like I said, bro, a lot of guys got a beefs with each other here. A lot of guys have tried motherfuckers here. It's just like a prison, bro. You'll see who's cool with you. What's up, the mighty Mazerus, my brother? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to get into that, Maze, no doubt. I'm about to get into that. The link is in the chat. Anybody wants to join me, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to put it up on it as well. Know what I'm saying? No doubt. Salute to D as well. Salute to my bro D. Here's the link if anybody want to come in the stream. So now switching the subject, my brother Mazerus. What's going on, my bro Ski? No doubt, man. We gotta do it live, man. It's been a long time, brother. So check it out. So Gina Carano or Carano got fucking basically fired, bro. She got supposedly quote unquote canceled from Disney because some fucking SJWs took what she said about Republicans being basically what she said was being a Republican these days is like being persecuted like the Jews did. Basically what she was getting at, and she's right. Look how they labeled motherfuckers. So the cancel culture has decided to want her removed because of what she said. This is what I mean about freedom of speech. So the freedom of speech now is our freedom of speech is being attacked. So Gina Carano gets fired. No problem, Gina. You're gorgeous. We already know where you stand. You're talented. You can be a model. You can be an actress. You can go back into MMA. I mean, you have so many options, woman. So don't worry about any of these motherfuckers. Don't worry about none of these motherfuckers, because what's going to happen is this. Gina Carano is going to be very successful. As Star Wars, The Mandalorian will lose subscriptions because of that. Just because they put a CG Skywalker in there and give us a little feels doesn't mean that we're going to take the shit. We are on standby. Remember, we were like, oh, thank you so much, Filoni. Wasn't as much as Disney. But we were like, but at the same time, if Disney does one fucking little stupid act, we're cutting you off. And that's what's happening now. Disney Plus has tanked. As of this morning, subscriptions have been canceled. I'm happy. That support, that's what we have to do. Yeah, Carlos, they took her out from every Star Wars, every Lucasfilm project, everything. So Disney did not change. May says, and I have to agree. I have to agree with him partially, no doubt. Maybe Gina should have known better. Maybe she shouldn't have. But what pisses me off is that you got all these other assholes in Lucasfilm who have not been in trouble for their shit. That's a fact, my bro. That is a fact. But what I also want to add on to what you're saying, my bro, all of a sudden they care for Jewish people. But if you take a look at what's been going on with the COVID lockdowns and what they've been doing to the Jewish people, where they can't celebrate their Jewish holidays and how they've been calling them all out, right? How they're using Black Americans' culture, right? And race. You got to understand. Our freedoms are under attack, man. They're trying to make it where you can't say shit to no one. All of a sudden, they care about Jewish people. What I want to know is the number one group. Yeah, these bitches think they're badass, but they always come up short like midgets and orgies, kid. Where the fuck are the feminists here? Where are these feminist fucks? Where are all the butches and all the dykes and all the fucking man haters? Because your homegirl, just like the rest of these women who were supposedly raped by Biden or by Trump, but never were, you were there for that. But when Biden, you guys were in the shadows, right? When Biden really did rape somebody. So now, where the fuck are you guys under the attack here? Y'all backed up Greta, that little fucking spoiled brat. Where the fuck are you guys for Gina? I'll tell you where you guys are. You guys are in the fucking, you're on the payroll waiting. And you're silent. Because you're all far left. So you're waiting for someone else to fuck up that's on the right side or in the middle, and you'll attack them. And misconstrue the whole situation and make it look like it's what you're saying, right? So you use your fucking false, phony allegations and observations and all that and put it right. But when it's debunked, just like the feminist bitches that are hiding because they're pussies, these pussy ass fucking self-made fact checkers come out of nowhere. And yes, Kalo, Disney is satanic. So Gina Carano did nothing wrong but speak her mind. And I'm happy. Let me switch the subject for a couple of seconds. If anybody in the YTBC has a problem when I speak and try to correct things, well, you know what? You motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up, and I don't give a fuck who you are if you're talking about me and putting me into your fucking petty ass whatever arguments. I'm the right one for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know how to play on this thing. And I just want to let you motherfuckers know straight off the back, son. If you feel like I'm YouTube police or whatever, y'all niggas are a bunch of fucking walking contradictions, bro. Because you motherfuckers be trying to bring peace too. So what do you call that? Because you're doing it, it's not exactly what the fuck I do. The only thing is that I'm more consistent than you niggas. Y'all niggas can sit on it. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's if you're mentioning my name. You motherfuckers can sit on it. Word up. So now back to this Gina thing. Gina Carano will be fine. Because she already fine. But she'll be fine. She'll be good. And that exactly, boxing loser stars. Exactly, bro. She was a good role model. But they don't want to push a Gina Carano. You know what they want to push? A Nicki Minaj. You know who they want to push? A fucking Cardi B. A filthy, dirty, nasty bitch who fucking drug niggas up in hotel rooms and stole their wallets. Came out of her own mouth. And there you go. Gina is going to be fine. She'll be just fine. She's gonna, you know what I mean? Well, Disney, look, all of these corporations, Maze, everybody, Aunt Jemima, everybody that's canceling, everybody, the NBA, everybody that's on that side, let's just stop it. Let's just stop it and let's just say China owns them. China owns LeBron James. China owns Lego. China owns Disney. China owns us. Biden has allowed this. They own us. So let's just say it. I'll say it freely. China owns the United States, dog, but they don't own me. They don't own you. They don't own anybody else. That's a fucking patriot. Exactly, Cal. Gina is the epitome of a strong woman, and they fired her, bro, because she said that the Republicans, being a Republican today is like being persecuted like the Jewish were. And it's true. It's true. Look what they've done to Trump supporters, bro. They're trying to label us terrorists, knowing that they're the ones that sent in Antifa to do that. So all those guys that were dressed up like that, were the stupid ones that walked in there and started taking pictures. That's why they implicated us. Because of you stupid motherfuckers that were in there just taking pictures, doing nothing, while Antifa were the ones doing all that shit. Do you know that there's video out there about the woman that got shot? That's fake. That was all staged. I don't want to get into that. That's another stream, because I can get deep with that. I can show you proof right now what the fuck is going on, and you guys will lose your fucking mind. But and just to help y'all get comfortable, shit is going on behind the scenes, bro. It's just so fucking unbelievable. Like the presidency we have now, the Army Tribunal is allowing them to do this. That's what you call and evidence buildup. So when you look at the whole demographic as to why Biden is failing, it shows every day more and more that 80 million plus people did not vote this man in, that those votes were flipped, that Biden stole Trump's votes. You can't do much with any of these outlets like Google or even your newspapers because everything is about shutting Trump out. You guys got to understand that everything Trump has said was right, and it's happening. Everything Trump has done was right. It was for us. But people are so easily manipulated, and it shows everywhere in the YTBC, in your LIFE, everywhere. Everywhere. The brainwashing is clear, bro. The MK Ultra is strong with those motherfuckers. And when you look at these newspapers, like I'm looking at an article here, it says here, former Republican officials in talks to form center-right anti-Trump party. But these Republicans don't understand is that it's no longer your party. The Republican Party was known as the Trump Party, but Trump has his own office in Mar-a-Lago. I got one question for you guys who are doubting that Trump is still not the president of the United States and that Joe Biden is not, and that the Army Tribunal is just allowing this to go on so they can collect more evidence. Let me explain to you exactly why Trump is still president. And it's so obvious, it's right in front of your fucking face. In the Constitution, you cannot impeach a civilian. You can't impeach a civilian. If Trump is former President Trump, isn't he a civilian now? Exactly. So when you impeach someone in office, like a president, doesn't that mean that he's still president if they're trying to impeach him? And what they're trying to sell us now is they want to impeach citizens that used to be in office. Like they want to impeach guys that used to be in office, people that used to be in office and become civilians. They want to hold them accountable. They're trying to say he started an insurrection when his words clearly said, go in peace. Respect, right? Ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe this or not, President Trump is still the fucking president. I'm not one of them niggas that just can't let go or nothing like that. It's just President Trump never conceded. He just said, good luck. And when you want to impeach Trump, it just shows, and it should show, that he's still president. In order to get Biden in that seat, because he did not concede, and because the Democrats have lied to the American people and said that 80 million of us voted for this motherfucker, which we know he didn't, to make us think that we're crazy. They're trying to get Trump out so that way they can call it legit. The media, of course, is helping push this. And when they help push this, it's just like somebody helps you, if you wanted to scheme on somebody, helps you push the scheme. So if you want to get this person hated by people, you get yourself one more person who's cool with another person, who's cool with another person, who's cool with that other person, and it becomes a big line of niggas that are lying on one motherfucker. Meanwhile, that motherfucker ain't do anything that these motherfuckers are trying to spread by one motherfucker. That's exactly what's happening here. And then now when you take a look at it all, now motherfuckers regret their vote for Biden. Now they regret it. And all the shit leaks down. Well, Cal and Rosclot, I'll tell you guys something right now. The boycott already has started because this morning a lot of Disney Plus subscriptions have been canceled. So the Mandalorian ain't gonna do well, regardless they have a CGI Luke Skywalker or stories of Kenobi or whatever the fuck, Boba Fett, whatever, that's not going to matter anymore. It just doesn't matter because if they're willing to do that, let's just say the guy that plays Boba Fett says something like that because he's using his freedom of speech. He's speaking his opinion. They fire the original Boba Fett, son. What's going to happen, son? So we've got to step in and show them, bro, either bring her back or we're gone. Because you're not just going to give us some fucking SJW actors now. No. And fuck Favreau. And fuck that other cowboy hat wearing motherfucker. Fuck them. Because they could have stopped that. They could have said, no. Gina, chill, no. But you know what? They can't. Because they too are controlled. They too are China fucking. See, I don't trust them two motherfuckers. And I've always been right about Filoni. There we go. Filoni and fucking Favreau. Yeah, give them what they want for now. Ease the pain so you can reel more people in. And then what happens? They do this shit. So now they're going to start firing cast members. If they speak their mind, no thank you. That's not Star Wars. Oh, but I'm saying it's behind the scenes. It's not. No. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. You got motherfuckers in Hollywood who said the worst things. You got James Gunn, which I say fuck Guardians of the Galaxy, fuck Dave Bautista, fuck all them actors except for Chris Pratt, who they're attacking as well for his religious beliefs. Fuck all the motherfuckers, bro. This motherfucker had like 30,000 pedophile tweets. They expose this motherfucker. Disney fires him, and then they bring him back. But we're the stupid ones because they brought Luke Skywalker back and we gave him a chance. Well, not anymore. And you know what? I'm gonna say something to help you gain a little more strength as to saying fuck Luke Skywalker and fuck Star Wars. Because Mark Hamill is one that went against us and wanted all this shit in here that's going on now, the socialism, liberalism, fucking communism shit. So fuck him too. Fuck Star Wars in a whole. And Gina, baby, fuck Star Wars. If they come out and they tell you some shit, oh no, we're gonna take you back because they're plummeting. Fuck that. Let them plummet. Let them go and hit the fucking rock bottom. Disney needs that. What's up, TJ Carr, my bro? What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying, guys? My man, Sweden contender. What's going on, my bro? Exactly, Boxing L. No doubt. He said Gina said nothing wrong. She said basically the population hated the Jewish through Nazi propaganda. That's 100, a fact. Exactly, my bro. Exactly, my man. And yeah, exactly. She basically said Gina was saying be careful of over powerful governments. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? My man, my brother Mighty Mays says I agree that Gina's gonna be fine. Disney is going to feel this one. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. We got a Leon McKensington on here. What's going on, Leon?
Jay, UXLDBC.
Who's this?
UXLDBC. We seen you on 78's channel.
Never been on 78's channel. You need to get off my dick. You see the lies? You see how these motherfuckers do it? You see how they come on here? You see how they do that shit? They come on here and they lie. And you know what debunks that? You go into my video history and you will see that ever since the LDBC has been on, I've been against them. I've never been on 78. As a matter of fact, 78 goes under Kevin Nash on Facebook, and he had inboxed me because he felt that we got off on the wrong foot. You know what I'm saying? He said we got off on the wrong foot. And when we got off on the wrong foot, so he says, he decided to come out of nowhere and write that. Yo, I think that'll from the wrong foot. And that was because of blood boxing. Blood boxing told me, yo, Jay Cotto's a cooler. That's the only interaction. And I never answered him back. Me on 78 Sports TV, never. As a matter of fact, I was one of the first niggas that started calling 78 when he flip-flopped. Now, I did defend 78, and so did everybody in the YTBC when Billy Joe Saunders attacked him because he spoke freely about Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? And now all these fake-ass LDBC motherfuckers are trying to come on now, you know what I'm saying, to the stream to try to get on here and lie. What's up, Electro Jed? My bro, what's going on, kid? Sorry, just saw you. You know, they're trying to come on the stream and they're trying to, and it ain't gonna work. And this morning, I feel like being peace. I don't really feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, giving any niggas Godzilla breath this morning. I'm at peace. But I will let niggas know, though. I will let niggas know. Reason why I'm not letting you guys on is simply because you guys are on here lying. You guys are going to try to come on and lie about me being on any LDBC. No. And since everybody already knows that I was cool with Blood Boxing, I have been on Blood Boxing's lives when he wasn't LDBC. And he could attest to that. So it is what it is. Khalil says the DC Sniper fans boycotted every DC movie after. They all failed. Yep. They all failed. And it's forced, and it's forced their hands to release his version, which is coming in March. My point is, real power is people. Exactly, Cal. Exactly, my brother. Exactly. Hell yeah, he got smoked. That dude is a fucking idiot. My man came on here, sounded like he was on some crystal meth. LBDBC. Nigga, shut the fuck. Let me talk. You don't need to talk. I said come and get it if you coming with the truth. Not no fabricated shit. Because niggas on here say, stop it, you lying. You never been on it. If that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to brainwash niggas, fucking idiots. LDBC is a bunch of dumb motherfuckers, bro. Hell yeah, Carlo. LDBC all finished, bro. They all fucking liars. Yo, Electro, here's the stream. Grab it now because it's going down. In 3, 2, 1. You know what I'm saying? These is a bunch of fucking faggots. TJ says the LWC is another left-wing political arm of communists used to brainwash boxing fans. Yup, just like Disney, Lucasfilm is another in the entertainment industry. No doubt. My man Mazur says, no doubt, TJ. No doubt. Mazur says, off topic, Jay. He goes, off topic, Jay. No doubt, TJ. Says, off topic, Jay. The Patrice O'Neal documentary is going to be premiering on Comedy Central soon. Bill Burr helped produce it. 10 years in the making. Yeah, bro. I want to see that shit.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, Electro Jed? Good morning to you, bro.
Man, I just sent my wife off to work, and yeah. So, listen, man. I came into your show the other day.
Yeah.
And I heard you were angry. Dude, you were angry. Now, listen. Don't get me wrong. You've been an angry Puerto Rican lately, but. Yeah, but
I'm always an angry Puerto Rican.
But you was angry, right? So I'm trying to figure out what happened, right? So I backed up you were live, so I backed up your show to listen to what was going on. Then I put the show back forward. Then when I found out what was going on, I stayed on your channel. Then I went to that other dude's channel to listen at both and see what's going on. And I backed that shit up to just before you left. Dude, you did nothing fucking wrong. What was that shit all about?
Exactly.
What was the justification for that behavior, man?
Exactly. That's why I'm airing out. I'm airing out Major Key Box. That's why I aired him out.
Because you know what? You didn't even raise your fucking voice.
Exactly. You heard me. I was like, it's not me, it's him. It's not me.
Yeah, now listen. I know that you have some outlandish theories. You and I agree to disagree on a bunch of shit. You're right, conservative, and I'm a independent, and I have conservative side to me, and I have a liberal side, very progressive. But for what I saw, man, I just have to say that it was wrong the way they did, and the dude that the guy's channel, I can't remember his name. The guy's channel, it seemed to me like he was it seemed to me at least like he was uh how do you say, you were saying bend the knee. You were saying bend the knee. That's a good, I'm gonna say that. He was bending the knee to everybody else. He didn't even give you the opportunity because you were talking calm the way I'm talking to you. That's exactly how you were talking, like you're talking now.
Yeah.
And I hear these other motherfuckers just like yelling over you, N word this, N word that, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you chastising Jay for? What the fuck is up with that?
Because the
It's just
truth, bro. I was speaking the truth, and I was trying to correct that H dummy motherfucker. I was trying to correct him because I didn't want him to misconstrue what I was saying. So when I checked him on it, which was professionally, he got upset and started talking over me. And then when I told him, "But hold on, I'm speaking. Let me speak." Major Key want to come in and try to reprimand me, like if I did something. And I told
that's
him,
his
bro,
name, Major Key.
yeah. And I told him, bro, I did nothing wrong. I'm not trying to be reprimanded here. I'm not a child, dog. He wouldn't shut up. You gave me the mic. You gave me the floor. You should be telling him, chill, but you're not. So since I'm not going to let you reprimand me, I'm just going to step off. Peace, everybody. And I bounced. When I bounced, oh, then you can suck my dick, kumbaya, nigga. That's why I said, fuck all you niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And I felt like I had to say something, right?
yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. Electro, bro, you know me and you are tight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of political views, it don't matter, bro. You my brother. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
And I
dude,
thank
I
you.
said something in there. I said something in that cast, man. I said something. I wrote a fucking long. You know how sometimes I'll get into something. I'm gonna write a fucking paragraph.
Yeah.
So I wrote a paragraph.
Yeah. That's
And I said, dude, what? 'Cause I even told him. I even said, I just went back and listened to the whole thing. Jay did nothing wrong. What was that all about?
right.
You
Right.
know?
A lot of motherfuckers was telling them that, but he already knew since he told me suck his dick and all that shit. Instead of just listening to what the fuck I was saying, because not only was I the oldest motherfucker on the panel, like I'm the most unbiased nigga on here. Like everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I have my political views and I like touching on conspiracy theories and I speak boxing and stuff and I'm just a variety. Motherfuckers are mad, and that motherfucker was just jealous of me, bro. And I debunked him because he came out and said, "Oh, I could have blew your whole shit up on the conspiracy theory." First of all, what did that have to do with the situation that went on now? You see, that's the whole thing about psychology, bro.
Yeah, look, maybe just so we keep shit 100%. Everybody needs to understand. I'm up here. Me and Jay. I already explained my political point of view. Me and Jay, have completely different views on shit. Yet we can fucking talk like an adult, like adults.
Yep.
We don't necessarily have to fucking fall for each other's rhetoric,
Right.
but we can treat each other like adults, like fucking human beings. You have to be able to communicate that way.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And this is what's worrying me now. All right, because I feel honestly, even though I'm not a Republican, I feel now that they are getting this fucking rap that every Republican now is a fucking racist. Everybody that voted for Trump is this or that or the other, and that's not the case. My brother voted for fucking for Trump. My best friend, who I consider a brother, voted for Trump, and trust me, we get into some fights over here. I'm telling you, we get into some fights. And at the end of the day, I love those two motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna make me forget I love my brothers.
Yeah.
And I hear so many people on the left, man, talk about how they they separated from their families over this shit, and it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah,
Family. You
exactly.
don't do that.
Yep.
Now I do believe, like, there, in my opinion, don't get me wrong, G. This is not a slight on you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I do believe there are some Trump supporters that are fucking way out there.
Oh, me too. Oh, me too. I agree with you.
And you and I disagree about what I call an insurrection. You felt like, I guess you felt it was justified. I'll never look at that. I'll never look at that and say there was any justification for that.
Well, on the insurrection. Oh no, I'm not saying that was justified at all.
I'm always going to blame Trump for that. And those people, right? Those people that were there, all right, those people that were there, those were the far and extreme.
Yep.
All right?
But at the same time, hold on, excuse me, brother. But at the same time, under investigations, they were Antifa as well, mixed in there too. So
no, there were a couple. No, I found that out too. There were a couple here and there throughout the thing. They were peppered in there, and I get that. But but here's the thing. Statistically speaking, all sides do that to each other.
Exactly. Everyone was wrong. Bottom line.
Do that to each other because there were Proud Boys in the BLM marches. There were Boogaloo Boys at the Antifa marches and shit like that. So I get that. So I don't look at that. My main thing is not every fucking Trump supporter is a racist. Not every fucking Trump supporter is so far right that they're blinded. Now, yeah, I do believe there's some that are hypnotized, but
retarded, bro. Some of them are retarded. I'm not gonna front. We got them on both sides, kid.
Right. But if you sit down like you and me do, if you sit down and fucking talk,
right,
you'll find out if the person you talk to is nuts or not.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You know, it's
you're not nuts, Jay. So that's why I hang out here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I should.
You opinionated, motherfucker, but you're not nuts.
Right, exactly. There's a difference, there's a difference. And like I said, bro, we come up here, bro. Some guys kick it up here and we talk or whatever. I think Lil Stu wanted to get on, but the thing is that I'm not sure if that's really you, Lil Stu, because you had asked for the link. And for Gisimo, you asking for the link, so I'm not really sure if that's really you. So I guess drop your email and I'll email you the link so you can get on, so that way I know it's really you. You know what I'm saying? Here's my email. So yeah, man, I totally agree with you. On exactly what you're saying, bro. I for one respect everyone's political views and opinions. I really do. It's just the extremes I hate. Even on the right side. I hate those fucking extremes. I have to hate the ones on my side that go extreme because they make motherfuckers like me look bad. I have to hate the extremes on your side because they make motherfuckers like you look bad. And it's fucked up, right?
Which is why I picked the middle, Jay. That's how come, dude. I don't know if I told you this, but up until about not 2016, I became an independent when Obama was elected.
Right.
I became independent then. All right. I didn't vote for Bush either time. Okay. And I gave my best friend at the time so much shit because he voted for Bush. And see, I got friends all over across the board. I personally felt the systems. I felt like Bush stole the election from Gore. But then this is when I learned about the electoral system, when I got a good grasp of it, and it does prevent the big cities from fucking, controlling who's president and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the electoral system. It needs some tweaking, yes, because I do believe some voices aren't being heard because of the electoral system. But that being said, when I saw what was going on the far left, I was not happy. I felt like the Democrats were being disingenuous.
Yeah.
Just as bad as the Republican, which is why I'm right down the middle. I've always voted my conscience. Always. Never voted my party. Always voted my conscience. And since I did that, since I was doing that, I said, why not just be an independent? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's been my belief every day. I do my homework. and I see which candidate fits my agenda, and that's who I vote for.
That's right. I mean, me personally, bro, I just switched to independent from Republicans, bro. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Regardless of what went down, the Republicans are spineless motherfuckers. They totally like abandoned the whole Republican movement. And I can understand that people have opinions, but when facts are shown and you jump on that side because you've been bought, it's crazy, man. We're in danger, bro. We're in danger, and this, the shit being found out now with Swalwell and Fang Fang and all that other bullshit. I mean, it's scary. It's a scary thing, bro.
Well,
People,
it is, man. It's right now. Things are very fucking slippery, man. We're on a precipice right now, and if we as a country don't make the right decision and we're not on the right side of history,
yeah,
there's a good chance that this can fall. And this whole thing, our democratic system, is so fucking delicate right now.
yep.
I mean, it's so fragile that we all as a country have to look at it. We can have our disagreements, but we can't be so divided as to, it's possible for someone right now, for any country, if they're smart enough, to come in and really fuck us up.
Yep.
And we can't let that happen. We cannot allow that to happen. We can have our political, our political divide, but not to the point like what happened with Gina Carano, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you this. I'm a fan. I follow her on Twitter. I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? Now I understand where she was coming from with her tweets, but you have to have an open mind and understand how it looks to the opposing side. Now, my problem with the people fucking with Gina Carano is that they've been trying to get her out for fucking ever.
Yeah, because she's a good role model, and she's a definition.
She is, in my opinion, she is an excellent role model.
Yeah, she's the epitome of a strong woman, bro.
I think she's a good role model. I think that Ronda Rousey is a good role model.
Yep.
These women worked, busted their ass, became champions, and did it the right way. They're not over here sucking dick to get ahead. They're not over here being sexual to get ahead. Well, maybe Ronda Rousey with that ass, man. She had a nice ass. Anyway.
Yeah. She looked like a good lay. Hell yeah, bro.
But the thing is, they fucking bust their ass, and you saw them work their shit out. But the hate that she was getting before this last tweet, right? It was already there. The last tweet, I think what happened was people took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And Gina didn't elaborate more on what she meant. I kind of feel like I know what she meant because there is a persecution of the right wing right now.
Right.
If you're right wing, you're fucking if you're automatically put on the prejudice, the racist agenda, you know. Jay, can you hear me?
The fuck? Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Damn, this fucking stream.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. I can hear you now. I'm sorry. Pick up from where you left off. The fuck is
Dude, that was weird.
Yeah, I heard most of what you said except for the ending part.
No, my thing is like what's going on with Gina. I understand. I think I got to look into it more, of course. But I understand where she was going with the tweet.
Right.
I think she didn't take it far enough to explain, and people wanted to come to their own conclusion, which is what's going on. People on the far left are now denigrating and vilifying everyone that's on the far right. And I don't think that's right.
Right. It's crazy.
Because everyone that's on the right is not a racist. Everyone that's on the right is not a fucking whack job. Not everyone on the right believes in QAnon.
Right.
But because you know the political arena right now is in such disarray. You have all this divisiveness, and because you have Democrats controlling the House, the Senate, and the White House, I feel they think it's okay to just like persecute the other side, and that's not how it works.
But the, you know, the reason why they do all of these things, right? And this is not a conspiracy theory, bro. But the leftists and some of the rights, which are the rhinos, there's a reason why they're going against everything, and that's because a lot of them have done dirty things, bro, behind the scenes. You know, I'm gonna take you to. I'm gonna bring something up that I want you to look at, Electro, so you can understand. The George Bush Senior funeral, motherfuckers got envelopes. You know what was contained in those envelopes, and the ones that got it were basically everybody that's against Trump, everybody that's against basically America now, that that have been bought up by China. It said in the envelope, signed by George H.W. Bush Senior himself. They were given out. When they opened up, inside it said, "They know everything. I'm sorry." Signed by George H.W. Bush. Now, that everything is basically the sex rings, the pedophilia, and this ain't no QAnon thing because this has been going on. They've been finding 60, 80, tons of men, women, and children, bro, held against it. Bro, it's crazy. What they're reporting to us right now is not what it is, bro. There's a reason why the army is around there, bro. And soon it's going to be shown. Now, you got the Army Tribunal, which is the mightiest, bro. They're just waiting for the courts to go ahead and give them the go-ahead so they can do whatever they got to do. What is it they're going to do? I have no idea. But it's funny that these fucking actors in Hollywood, especially look, I'm speaking to the ones that like Sylvester Stallone, Gina Carano, Antonio Sabata Jr., the ones that spoke out and all of a sudden they're blackballed. And Sylvester Stallone, I'm sorry, is not in that list because he hasn't spoken up anything. Al Pacino as well hasn't said anything. That's what you got to do. Stay out of it. Just act.
I 100% agree with you on that. Anyone that's in entertainment, in my opinion, because they're so influential, I think anyone that's in entertainment needs to keep their political views to themselves. Back in the day, that's how it used to be.
Yes.
Back in the day, that's exactly how it used to be, and it should be that way again. You know, I don't care which way a fucking entertainer votes. I think they need to keep that to themselves. Once upon a time, I don't know if you guys understand this, but once upon a time, no one would tell you what side they were on. You'd only see it when a convention came on, when a political convention came on. That's the only time you seen who's left and who's right.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
But everybody kept their vote. I'm not. Who'd you vote for? None of your fucking business. That's who I voted for. You know.
Yep.
But now it's not the same. You know. Now it's not the same. You have too many. The cancel culture right now is, in my opinion, too much in control. The cancel culture right now is too much in control. The Me Too movement. Yes. You should listen to what happened to a woman. You should listen to what a woman's view of what they said happened. But there's too many cases out there of women fucking lying, because women are just as capable of lying as men are.
Yep.
You know?
And we've seen it pass with the Kavanaugh and everything else. Like, we've seen it.
Yeah. So, you know, the Me Too movement, and then the I don't know if you know about Gamergate, but I was.
I
was a big part of Gamergate. I did a couple of videos about Gamergate, you know, and Gamergate, you know, was the same way. You know.
Yep.
Nobody looked at, you know, somebody died because of that bitch that started Gamergate.
Yeah. They
killed himself.
Committed suicide. Yep.
Yeah, he killed himself. And he, you know, without any evidence, she decided to take it to the court of popular opinion instead of the court of law.
Exactly.
And that
Exactly.
happens far too much now.
And come to find out, she was lying. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
So
crazy.
that happens far too much now. And what I'm afraid of is that that's what's happening in our politics. You know, it seems like it's heading in the same direction.
That's one thing. That's one thing we agree on. That our politics are really, really. It's supposed to be a straight line, but it's more like a straight line that a third grader fucking drew.
But yeah,
Crooked as fuck. You know what I mean? You know.
I like that. my thing is this: you said just a couple of minutes ago that the military. You know, I'm more. All right, prove something to me. I want to see it.
Right.
All right. I want to see the proof. You could tell Jay. You could tell me whatever you want. I'm going to listen. All right. I'm going to listen. But at the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to judge for myself, and I want to see nothing but facts.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've been saying. I'll take it into consideration, but now when I dissect it, since I gave it consideration, the consideration needs to be given back to me that it has to be filled with fact. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone could have an opinion. And Jay, I fucking, you know, even though I think some of your opinions are outlandish, the way you talk and the way you explain it, I fucking gotta listen. You know, I'm saying to myself, it's like that thing with what's that shock jock from New York? What the fuck was his name again?
Ooh, Stern?
Yeah, it's just like Stern. I gotta see what this motherfucker's gonna say next. You know?
Yeah.
And that's how I am with you, Jay. It's like I want to see what you got to say.
And I appreciate that because, like, you know, I'm the type that I always tell people, you know, if you don't believe what I'm saying, just do the research and you'll find it. You know, I just don't like if I take the time out for a live and I do the research and I say it, that's as far as the research that I'm going. As far, you know, I'm not gonna go any deeper into it, you know. But at the same time, you know, I'm gonna come with facts. You know what I mean? That one live, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna show it to y'all. What I'm showing y'all can go deeper and deeper into it, and you see that's how I operate. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of guys out here, bro, have been saying shit, and I agree with you. Even more outlandish things, and those are guys that I just turn off. I just turn those motherfuckers off. These motherfuckers are talking about doppelgangers and Pence is a fucking a robotoid android, and listen, I'm like, what the fuck?
Look, I got a big brother. Look, you see my name, Jorge Duran, right? You see it there, okay? I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Yeah.
So I'm already fucked up to begin with. So that being aside, I got a big brother, my oldest brother. Him and I don't get along for shit. So we're like oil and water. But this motherfucker believes in the flat earth. He believes in the shit I don't know if you know what the Anunnaki are.
Yeah.
He believes in the shit with the white gold, the powder gold that makes you what do you call it? You can live forever.
Yeah.
You take this white gold shit, this powder gold. Yeah, he believes in that shit. And he used to read this book called the Urantia, which was quote unquote, written by angels.
Yeah, Urantia, which is the heavenly word for earth.
So, you know, I got in my family, they go all over the fucking spectrum, and here I am right in the fucking middle. And I got to pick from this side and I pick from that side, and for me, the truth is somewhere in here, in the middle.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Everybody, welcome my man Fuego. What's going on, Fuego? How you doing this morning?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good morning.
Loud and clear. Oh, this is my first time ever on this YouTube thing.
No doubt. Welcome, my brother. What's up, man? What you want to lay down?
Let's see. So we're talking about the chick that got canceled, right?
Yeah, man. Gina Carano, man. Over what she said, you know, and she was just basically saying, man, look out for the, you know, for corruption in governments, and just like being, you know, Republicans are being persecuted just like the Jewish people did, you know, and it's true. So it's like, you know, and even if it wasn't, she still has the freedom to speak opinions, and they took her freedoms away. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing. So I saw somebody post another thing a couple of months back. One of the other actors that's on there, some Spanish dude,
Yeah.
had
Pedro
posted
Pascal.
a picture of kids in cages and then Jewish kids in cages or behind some barbed wire.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He never got canceled.
Right.
Nobody came after him. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Because I guess it was under the narrative that Trump did it or something, right? It's always
Exactly.
exactly. But if it's since it falls on their lap, it's like, oh no, you said something. I mean, like I said, this is the age of rules for thee and not for me. You know, that's how they play in us. And you know, it's disgusting. And this is why I left the Republican Party, because they could have stepped up and blocked all of that and they didn't. So it's like, I'm like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. I'll become an independent. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't believe in the voting system anymore. That shit is
Right.
broken. You know, it's broken. You know, these Republicans are talking about 2 years from now. These Democrats talk about 2 years from now. Both of you motherfuckers failed the American people. American people are just not gonna fucking bother voting. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna be the inevitability to this, because they've made it this way. It's gonna be an uprising, bro. You know, both people on the left and right are gonna form, bro, and there's gonna be an overthrowing of our government, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna try to tell us what to do, just like China, how to speak. It's already happening. Motherfuckers are already going crazy, blasting people because they refuse to be quiet.
Right.
Well, here's the deal with that. All right. Here's the deal with that. If you let's go back to Gina Carano and what she said real quick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in my opinion, this is what I'm surmising from her tweet. All right. She's saying be careful because they're persecuting the right like they did to the Jews back during just before World War II.
Yeah, the Holocaust.
And they're persecuting. And what the problem is, she didn't go further to explain what she meant by that, and they locked it at that spot.
Yep.
So then you got a lot of. So they consider her anti-Semitic now. No, you can't do that. That's not what she was saying. But the fact that she didn't go further and get more deep into it is what killed her. Right. My belief, and I understand the woman because I've been following her for fucking years. You know, yes, she's a Republican. Right. She is right wing. She's very conservative, and there's nothing wrong with that. My thing with her is I believe,
not according to the establishment, but that's neither here nor there.
But my thing with her is that I felt she was trying to make an example or show an example that correlates between what's going on with the Republicans right now and what happened with the Jewish people. The Jewish people, their neighbors were turning them in to the Nazis.
Right.
So, I'm not that versed on World War II history. Ask me anything about Civil War and I'll tell you, but World War II I'm still working on. But the fact that their neighbors were turning them in, the propaganda that was going out there, their neighbors were turning them in. Here, I think she was trying to make a correlation between that and what's going on now. You have all these people on the far right, and not on the far right, on the far left, that are turning in anyone that they think is just a fucking Republican and turning them in as terrorists. Turning them in as people sympathetic to what happened at the Capitol.
Right.
And this is what I think she was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, like I think it's just, for instance, I always go back to, Pitbull recently came out with a video. And he was talking about So he's talking about like, listen, I lived through the whole communist thing, and so did many of my family members. And there's a lot of Cubans. That's why a lot of Cubans supported Trump, right? Because they're starting to see a lot of what's going on right now is a lot of the shit that they saw. So I always, connect those two things. Basically, what she's saying is that, they always tell us, always remember history. That way history doesn't repeat itself. So somebody's actually trying to bring to light something about history and saying, listen, what you're seeing right now was what was happening to these people as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep an eye on this shit. It's open up your eyes. Like, you're starting to see certain things that are going on that led to this. That's what I think she was trying to say. But they're trying to go like, you have all these other Jewish people coming out there talking about like, how dare you say that, and try to,
pounced on her.
Exactly. But the thing is that how are certain Jewish people speaking for all Jewish people? I'm sure there's a lot of Jewish people that are going, yo, you know what? You're right. You know what I mean? But they're not going to show you that part.
It's just like BLM. BLM do not speak for all Black Americans.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And Black Americans have come out and said that, yo, first of all, you don't speak. As a matter of fact, there have been a lot of them who've been unmasked, and they were rich white yuppie kids. You know what I'm saying? And Black Americans are like, yo, you're not us. What are you doing breaking shit, trying to represent us, and you using BLM, Black Lives Matter, and you going out? No.
That has happened all too often, and that pisses me off.
It's dangerous. That's dangerous, you know.
And see, the only thing about like this other gentleman, George.
Yeah.
Or is it Jorge?
Yeah, this is I'm Electro, but yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say, like, I know you're saying, like, you know, I'm in the middle and this and that, and I get that. I kind of view myself the same way. But the thing is, there's going to come a point where they're going to come after everybody. So yeah, you might feel like you're neutral right now, whatever, but there's going to come a point where these motherfuckers are going to come after people that are in the middle, and
yeah,
that's the scary part.
You know what I say to that? Go ahead.
And then that's when people are going to be like, oh, you know, now you should care because they're coming after people in the middle. It's going to come a time.
That's my argument, though. That's why I don't pick one side or the other. I look for the absolute truth. Now, I'm not saying what I find every time is the absolute truth. What I'm saying, though, is that I was telling Jay earlier, this system that we got, we are the greatest country on this fucking planet. We have the best government that there is to offer out there. But the only reason that it's so good is that it's so delicate. It's one of those things that's on a fine line, and it doesn't take much to tip it over. So what kept us strong is the unity. And right now, the country's not unified.
Yep, that's broken. Yep. Broken.
You know, and that's a big part of the problem.
Yep.
And if it tips too far to the left or if it tips too far to the right, it's never healthy. You know how I like my government? I like, if you got a Democratic president, I think you should. I personally like a president that has to work with the House and the Senate. So I usually, if I go with Democrat president, I usually go Republican senator.
Right.
Because I want that conflict in there that makes them have to fucking work.
Right, exactly. Hey.
That's how I think.
No.
If you got a Republican president up there, then I'll go Democrat.
Right.
You know, I'll go Democrat senator.
Right.
But that's how I.
I like the way you view. Yeah, I like the way you think. The only thing is, though, nowadays you have to understand too is that, like you said, it's a fine line with the tipping point. I feel like that tipping point has been already. It's already there, meaning the media is controlled by the left, Hollywood's controlled by the left, sports and entertainment are controlled by the left. Now they're trying to weed out anybody that, if for whatever reason you supported Trump, God forbid, or you have a 3% tattoo or don't tread on me flag and et cetera, going down the line, they're going to boot you out, right? They're going to say, no, you're a right-wing extremist, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to take over the military. What's next? The police force, right?
Yep.
So that's the part, as like you say, like we're in the middle, but I gotta call a spade, bro. You know what I mean? If it was the Republicans doing that shit, I'd call a spade a spade. That's the problem. People that are in the middle, they're not really, or I just don't see in general people going after them because they're afraid. And the reason why they're afraid, perfect example, like this chick, she said something, boom, canceled. Right? You have a good job. You say something,
fired,
boom, canceled. So that exactly, and that's the problem. That's what, now they're in control of everything. So that's the thing that everybody should be scared of in a sense, right? Because it
does worry me. It does worry me, and this is how come you have to voice it. You know, okay, Gina Carano was canceled. All right.
Yeah, you could voice it, but look at that exactly. Yeah.
But if you have enough people talking about it, and you create a dialogue, you just might open someone's eyes to this. This is how come, Jay, when you say, it hurts me when you say things are going to go off the rails, and I don't want that to happen. I want
nobody wants that to happen.
I want to go in and vote. I don't care what your political alliance is. I want you to go and vote because your vote fucking matters. And you got to have that attitude. You have to have faith in the system. As long I know it doesn't seem like that right now, but believe me when I tell you, we've been on the far right too. You know, Reagan, when Reagan was president, listen, I know that he was considered the great communicator, and everyone talks about him as one of the greatest presidents. But if statistically speaking, that shit didn't work at all. And he had the House and he had the Senate, and it still didn't work. So if you it doesn't matter if you go to the right or you go to the left. If it's all to one side, it's teetering on the brink of disaster. What happens? The fucking stock market falls. Yep. And that's a good guide on how to judge what's going on. We have an economic crisis every 15 to 20 years. We have a massive economic crisis. All right. And this is a capitalist, this is a capitalist economic system here. And the only way for it to work properly is that if we keep that balance right.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's the only way it's going to work. And that's how come.
Yeah, but exactly. And we have to keep that balance. But the thing is that, like I said, I think it went over the edge already, man. I think, my personal opinion is that with the whole Trump thing is I would have liked to see him get another 4 years, but I'm glad he didn't, in the sense of this, another 4 years, because I always like to see a president get the full 8 to see what they actually were really going to do. So I just feel like, we got gypped out of seeing what he could have actually really did, Yeah. So that's the only part about that. The other part is like, I'm glad he didn't get the other 4 years, because all the crazy shit that was happening. Let this guy slide in, and let him live up to all the bullshit he was talking about, which so far, he hasn't lived up to anything. And of course, we all knew that.
But I'm going to hold him accountable,
Yeah,
but bullshit. I already did a video calling him out on this bullshit. Okay,
and this is my bad. I have to tell you this, Jed. This is exactly why I respect you, because you're unbiased. You see, when you have to call out even the guy you voted for, you have to call him out. You're calling him out, and I respect you for that, bro. God bless you, bro. Straight up, please.
Oh yeah, you should have. I blew him up on TikTok already. I'm not even lying, dude. It's like I did a video. I said, look, you got the fucking House and you got the fucking Senate, right? This is exactly how I said it. You got the House and you got the Senate. Why are you trying to work with the Republicans? This is what I'm telling them, right? I said, okay, so you're talking about the stimulus package, right? And you're saying you want so much money for these families. Okay, you have control. All right, now, how is it that you're going to blame the Republicans now?
Right.
Because that's what's going on. We're trying to work with the Republicans. Well, if you can't work with them, then get the shit done. If you're all about what you fucking said, shut the fuck up and get the job done.
Exactly, especially if you have the majority of the votes that you need to get shit done. There should be no reason.
Exactly. So this is what I mean. I'm holding my candidate responsible.
Right.
The buck stops with his ass.
Right.
And he's got control. Then if you're gonna do something good, then fucking do it. Don't make excuses. And what I'm seeing right now is a shit ton of excuses for them checks not going out. Yeah. Now, I don't want free money. I'm not saying I want free money, what I'm saying is do what you said you're gonna do.
Well, if you're locking people down and closing businesses and people have to fucking survive, send those fucking checks. Hell yeah. But at the same time, keep your promise. Keep your promise because of that.
And that's what I'm saying. So, Jay, I want you to understand, I hold my fucking candidate fucking responsible.
No, that's good.
So don't think I won't, because I will blow him up every time.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. And what I'm tired of is a different race or a different type of culture trying to basically correct things, right? Like, so you've got the white rich yuppie people creating Black Lives Matter along with George Soros in order, of course there's an agenda, but they're trying to tell people how to be black. They're trying to tell people now how to be Hispanic and how to call it. We can't be called Latino. We have to be called something Latino. or something like that. And it's sickening on how these people that have no experience, not even the race that they're trying to fucking correct, politically correct and shit. These guys have and they're allowing this say so. They're allowing other races to tell other races how to be. It's crazy.
You know what? And,
here we go. Latino X. We're to be called Latino X, bro.
You know what? I found myself doing something and I was kind of ashamed of it because I don't know if I was right or wrong because of popular opinion. And then I said to myself, fuck that. I'm just going to say it how I'm going to say. Once upon a time, Jay, I was racist. I was racist against all white people. Right. Because look at my color. Look at my color, right? Mm-hmm. You see, I look like a fucking inbred jet hillbilly street brother fucking motherfucker. That's what I look like. I know. But I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. Right. I'm one of those Puerto Rican and Dominicans that never got accepted by their kind because I wasn't dark enough, Right. I didn't fit in. Yet I wasn't.
Yo, Jorge, I'm in the same boat, bro. I'm in the same exact boat. I wasn't enough for the white people, and I always got fucking screwed over. So who did I blame? I always blamed the white folk. And let me tell you, I was violent. I'm not a tough guy now, but trust me, back in the day, I was. I was very much the tough guy, and I would get into so many fights and beat up so many white people, and I considered myself racist until I lightened up and I actually stepped back and started looking. Yeah, and I stopped being racist. So I was doing a TikTok video, right? And I was explaining my situation, right? And then they're telling me, no, you can't be racist. I said, wait, what do you mean I can't be racist? Well, blacks and Hispanics can be racist. I said, what are you talking about? Only white people can be racist. I said, really?
Yeah.
Where the fuck you get that from?
Exactly. That's that bullshit.
Where did you get that from? I know a lot of white people I fucking hurt that would tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I fell for it, and I fucking felt ashamed because then I started saying, oh, I was, then I started saying, oh, I was racially prejudiced. Oh, fuck, that's racist, period. End of subject.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I'm glad you corrected and you found yourself to a point where you're like, yo, this shit is garbage.
That's what I'm talking about, though. You have to find the middle ground, and you have to be able to see and cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
And with this government the way it is, and why I'm so proud of this government and why I believe in it so much is because you have to be able, everyone's got to see the faults.
Right.
And eventually people will. Like those people that are on the far right that went fucking crazy, eventually they're going to see what they did wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
Eventually they'll see, okay, maybe I was wrong.
I fucked it up for everybody. Yep.
And this is the product of your work.
Yep.
But now the left has to see that too, because they're pushing this agenda, that everyone on the right, anyone that voted for Trump is a fucking racist. Bullshit.
Yeah, or a terrorist.
No.
Yeah, but you see, that's what the media is putting out there. So guess what? What do people do? They just watch TV.
Yep.
They read what they read, and then, you got your echo chambers. That's what everybody.
That's causing an insurrection. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Because you're dividing the country like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they want it that way. They want it that way.
But yes, you're right. They want it that way for control.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
They want it that way for control. In my opinion, there should never be anybody in the Senate or in the House for fucking 40 years.
Guys, yep, I agree with you 1,000,000%. And guess what? Guess what they're performing on us right now? Guess what they're performing on us right now?
What are they doing?
Order out of chaos.
Oh, of course.
New world order, baby.
Of course.
And it's only those that are unplugged from the matrix. It's only those, which is us, that we can see through the bullshit, that are gonna be the ones that save humanity. We're the only ones, bro, right now that are, and I don't want no S on my chest and no cape on my back, but I'm just saying we are helping each other and helping others when we speak like this about the truth and what's going on and open people's eyes.
Yeah. But some people, they don't want to have their eyes open, man. That's the problem. Like, I know you want to open up dialogue and all this other stuff, but
people like us to open their eyes. That's the
yeah.
thing.
But there's people that they just, man, like.
No, I hear them. Yeah. There's some people that are just.
Yeah. What was
But
like the whole
listen,
thing.
All right, you're right. There are some people, but here's the thing: if I can change, and you guys can change, everyone can change. God, that sounds like a fucking Rocky movie. Oh my God. Anyway, but it's true. All right. The fact is this: it's up to people like us that have level heads to be able to get the message out there. Even if you get it to one person, that counts. That counts because maybe that one person will get it to more. So you
I think what we really need to do, in all honesty, like, I don't watch TV. You know what I mean? I'm on social media and shit. I look for what I'm interested in, but like anytime I'm around the TV or I see, you know, at the airport, CNN is on or this is on, or I see little clips on Facebook of what, you know, the left are saying, it just boggles the mind, like how people, you don't see the lie. That's what bothers me. I'm like, God damn, man. I'm like, that's why specifically I stopped watching TV. Just in everything, man. Like movies, all the propaganda and everything that they're trying to push. Like you could just see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. You know what I do? I don't watch TV. What I do is
I don't watch TV either.
I stay on YouTube when I have the chance. You know, I watch. I go to BitChute. You know, I watch basically, you know, uploaders and programs and stuff. And if I do watch movies, it's old school movies or the movies that like Godzilla and stuff like that, the new ones that came out and sci-fi stuff. Like I try to stay away from movies that try to come with political messages in it or any type of SJW shit. If I run into a movie, I could be in the middle of the season of watching, let's just say, a season of something, and as soon as I see a SJW message, I turn it off. I won't even finish watching that season, you know, because it's bullshit, you know. But I'm gonna end the live, fellas, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. Do you have a channel, Fuego, or you just comment?
No, I have a channel.
All right, so it's not up yet?
No. I have a channel, but this is more because I listen to you and shit like that. I've been listening to you for a while.
Oh,
you know, I see you in the boxing channels and all that. I'm into boxing too.
Thanks, brother.
But I never you know, jumped on a live or anything like that. I mostly listen.
I hear you, man. And my brother Electro Jet, go check him out on his channel. Go ahead, my brother. Go on and plug your channel, brother. Let everybody know.
The channel is Electrojet, ELECTROJED. But I come in here only because I like hearing the other side. And it's not even the other side. I like hearing a different side than, you know, I'll listen to the left and I'll listen to the right. And Jay will always give me something and he'll just give me shit from his heart. And that's what I want to hear. I want to hear somebody's true opinion, not somebody's fucking watered down, you know, fed bullshit.
Yeah, I wish the live would have went on a little bit longer.
Well, he's been casting now for 3 hours.
Yeah, I've been on for 3 hours.
Yeah. I know you have. I know you got shit to do.
Nah, no problem, guys. But
as always, my brother, it's always good to talk to you, man.
Always, man. You too, man.
I look forward to coming on here and chatting with you. I come into your channel, but if I see, like, you know, I'm about old school boxing. So when you guys talk about Deontay and stuff, I really don't like Deontay and all them because he got a big mouth. But
he does, bro. He does. That's the reason why I criticize him.
He got a big mouth, and the way he disrespected his fucking trainer, I'm not feeling it.
Exactly, man. I shit. Like I said, this is exactly why.
I sit and watch, man. I won't get involved because you guys know about these new boxers better than I do.
Yeah, these guys.
You know it. I'll sit here and talk to you about. I talk to you about Tyson, Ali, fucking Leonard. Yeah, I'll talk to you about all them motherfuckers, and I know my shit.
Yeah, yo, of course, bro. Shit, it's always a fucking pleasure having you by, man. No doubt. So everybody go check out Electro Jed. You know what I'm saying? Peace to my man who just fucking stopped by, my man Fuego. Thank you for coming by, man. Of course, my brother Electro Jet. Everybody, Mighty Mazurus who came by. My man Punch Drunk Boxing stopped by. Everybody, my man TJ Carr. Everybody, man. Boxing Looser Stars, man. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to me, the Boxing Jedi, here at the Boxing Jet and Jedi's Temple, please do. You know what I'm saying? I'm Fonzie the Jedi, aka Jake Cotto, the Boxing Jedi. God bless each and every one of you. Signing off for my man Electro Jed. God bless
you, brother.
You too, my brother. God bless. Stay vigilant. I'll catch you on a little bit. I'll probably be coming live again. Peace.
Peace.